here, and here we go. No pregame show tonight. An early kickoff for Marshall. Here comes North McKinney. Marshall will receive. Ball will hit and go out of bounds. Good play there from number 11 for Marshall. That is going to be Cason Childs.
Yes, Cason Childs. Yes, that's a great choice there on his part to let that thing go out of bounds. I say it's going to put the Mavericks in starting position at the 35. What a great way to start your first drive on your first home game while Chase is getting his stuff together. So we're a little disorganized. We apologize for that. Do have a new signal caller tonight. Coach is going with the senior, Michael Olvera, and Maverick offense is lined out. And Chase, back to you.
So here we go. Two wide receivers split wide to the left, one to the right. Olvera will be in the shotgun. He'll have a man to his left. That is going to be the running back, J.Q. Davis. The Mavericks will start tonight from their own 30-yard line after the penalty from North McKinney to start the football game. Again, two left, one right. They'll bring the up back in motion, left to right, handoff to J.Q. Davis, going over right side to the 30. Got some room to the 35. They'll mark him at the 36. Good job there. Positive yardage, Glenn.
Absolutely. It's about a 6-yard game. I misspoke. The ball spotted at the 30 to start the drive, not the 35. So a nice run there by Davis. He's going to bring it out to the 36 and put the Mavericks in very manageable 2nd and 4 for their looking for their first down.
So 2nd down and 4 for Marshall from the right hash. Three receivers split wide to the left, one to the right. Olvera in the shotgun, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, pumps, has a man deep. He's going to be there for a touchdown at the 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Chi-Chi.
Boy, that was a great route by Chi-Chi Robinson. That was a little out and up. He faked, and the quarterback bit on it, and he turned up the field, and Olvera, he just laid it out there, plenty of air into the ball. Chi-Chi ran under it, caught it, and to the house he went. Great opening drive for the Mavericks. 3 plays and a score.
So the Marshall Mavericks had all kinds of problems getting in the end zone so far this season. They do it tonight on the second play. 64-yard pitch and catch from Olvera to Chi-Chi down the right sideline as we await the point after. So here we go. Snap is low. Hold. Good job there. Kick is up, and it is good. So Marshall takes an early 7-0 lead. 11-17 to play here in the first quarter. Stay with us. You're listening to Marshall Maverick Football on the heartbeat of East Texas. Can you do that? The drive chart? You know what that is? What was the one I did before? This one? Can you do this one? Whichever one you should have me doing.
This is Matt Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford and Maverick Chevrolet in Marshall. If you're in the market...
Marshall takes an early 7-0 lead. That scoring recap is going to be 2 plays, 70 yards, the 50 or 64-yard touchdown pass from Olvera to Chi-Chi. It'll go down the sideline, touchdown Mavericks in 2 plays. So here we go. We'll get ready to kick this one.
Watching Buchanan in the pregame, he was practicing on kickoffs from the 40 and was kicking it through the uprights. We'll see what he does here on his first kick of the home turf.
So here comes the kick from Buchanan. Going to be a boomer. This one will go deep into the end zone. It'll hit on top of the R in Mavericks. And my goodness, Glenn.
We're offsides, Chase. We're going to have, they're probably will just add 5 yards to the kick as they bring it out to the, probably will bring it out to the 30, I'm assuming. That's what they're going to do here, looks like.
What a kick from Buck Buchanan.
I tell you, what a great way for the senior to start out tonight. Olvera last week in Longview came in the second half and gave us a spark, even though we didn't generate any points. He gave us kind of a little spark, had lots of first downs, some positive yardage. The senior comes out open with a nice 6-yard run by Davis, and then he hits Robinson on the 64-yard out and up. Beautiful play.
So this is a big play, big setup here for Marshall defensively. They take an early 7-0 lead, 11-17 to play here in the first quarter. Marshall is offsides on the kick, so it'll be a 5-yard penalty assessed at the end of the spot. So instead of the 25, it'll be the 30. So here we go. Marshall's defense takes the field with a 7-0 lead. Glenn, they haven't taken the field with a lead all season.
That's what I was just thinking. Our defense, this is the first time they've been on the field with a lead.
Try to get you some information on McKinney North. They're going to start 2 wide receivers split to the left, 1 to the right. Trying to get a quarterback number there for you. Quarterback's in the shotgun. He'll hand it off up the middle. He'll bounce it to the outside, 20-25. He'll be tackled, 30-35. He'll be tackled at the 36.
Says that's going to be the junior, Gavin Constantine. They've only showed 2 quarterbacks on the roster. Quick, I'll let you take the call here, this quick offense.
2nd and 6 for McKinney North. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Now they're going to do a little toss to the outside. Marshall will come up, but he'll hit the corner. He'll make the 36. They'll give him the 37. He'll pick up only 2.
And the running back, number 25, loses his helmet. That's Jade Smith. A couple of yard pickup, but he's going to have to go to the sideline as his helmet came off. Just mentioned that they only show 2 quarterbacks. The other quarterback on their roster is a sophomore, and he's 6'5", 180 pounds. But it looks like the junior's going to have the starting nod for the Bulldogs.
Looks like Alexander, the running back there. Oh, Marshall's going to jump off sides.
Yeah, they made contact, so they'll blow that one dead. Looks like that nose guard there for the Mavericks made contact. Was that Seabiscuit?
That's going to be Seabiscuit, I believe, if the call is against the Mavericks. Should be. So that'll be a first down for McKinney North due to penalty. With 10:25 to play here in the first quarter, it's 7-0 Marshall. McKinney North with the ball at the Maverick 41. So here we go. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Ball spotted left hash. Constantine in the shotgun. Low snap, takes it coming to the right side. They'll get a good block out there, but Marshall closes quickly. Tackle will be made right about the 43-yard line.
Latravian Jackson did a good job stringing that play out, and he got his arms around him. He wrapped up. Maybe we probably had some tackling drills this past week after the Longview game. What you think, Chase?
Yeah, a gain of only 1 on the play. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Constantine hands it off again up the middle. He'll hit a crease, makes one man miss, makes another. He'll take it just shy of the 50. They'll mark him at the 49. It'll be 3rd down and about 3.
That right side of the line opened a big hole for him. Went all the way through. Buck Buchanan from the free safety spot had to make the tackle.
Big play here. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Constantine in the shotgun. He'll hand it off. No, he'll keep it over the right side. He'll easily pick up the first down. He is clobbered.
I mean, he got clotheslined. I don't know if that was Buchanan to get on the tackle.
Yeah, that's Buck Buchanan.
He put that paw out there, and he almost ripped his head off.
So another first down, North McKinney at the 46. Now they'll run the toss.
Yes.
Looks like there's going to be a timeout for Marshall as we were on our heels there. North McKinney, Glenn, runs a very quick-paced offense. They're to the line of scrimmage, and they're moving.
They're not even giving me time to talk, Chase. It's
Man.
all on you doing the play-by-play. I tell you, don't have hardly a chance to get a word in, but they are very quick, and we got the timeout call there, but I'm not real sure they were set on that play.
Well, real quickly, we will tell you a little bit about this matchup. This is only the 2nd time the Mavericks have played North McKinney out of the Metroplex. Last season they won 48-22 up at McKinney. North McKinney finished the 2020 season 3-7, Glenn. They finished 3rd in their district, did make the playoffs. I'm sorry, they were picked to finish 3rd this year in their district. They were 4th last year and snuck into the playoffs.
Might mention they are in the same district this year with I guess it's last year as well, with Longview in the one Division I big school.
Here they come. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Constantine in the shotgun with a back to his right. He'll move him over one side. They'll hand it off up the middle. He'll make one man miss. He'll make another man miss, still on his feet. He's going to pick up 10. It'll be enough for a first down, and they're just gouging us up the middle.
I think it's going to be a little short. So they're going to give him about 8.5, maybe almost 9. It's going to be 2nd and short.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage goes North McKinney on 2nd down and about a yard. Snap back. They're going to toss it to the outside. Lots of room to run. He'll easily pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 35.
Might mention here on this, while they move the chains, the clock stop, we do have a couple of starters on defensive out. Of course, Andrew Paul had been out all season with that shoulder injury, and then Trey Adams last week suffered a separation in the Longview game.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Constantine shotgun, a man to his right. Takes a snap. He'll hand it right up the middle, and he'll cross the 35, and he'll stretch it down to the 32. It'll be a gain of about 3 on the play. Quickly to the line of scrimmage goes North McKinney again. 2nd down and 8 from the right hash. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Marshall now in a four-man front. Here comes the option right side. He'll cross the 35, makes one man miss. Missed tackle there. He'll carry a Maverick across the 30 down to the 26.
That's Constantine again on the carry. He's a small junior quarterback. He only comes in at 5'9", 160 pounds, but he's pretty fleet on his feet.
3rd and 2. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Constantine will be in the shotgun. Number 25 for North McKinney, Jade Smith, will be to his left. A huge up back in there, number 5, Nathan Markiziewicz, 6'5", 245. So here's the snap. They're going to run right behind the big man. He'll cross the line of scrimmage. He'll carry a Maverick to the 25. They'll mark him at the 23.
You know, Chase, the first two games, the Mavericks have done a real good job up front, kind of controlling the line of scrimmage. But I think they're so far on this side of the ball, they're losing the battle as the McKinney offensive line is pushing them around a little bit.
1st and 10. They'll hand it off again up the middle. He'll be hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll drag a Maverick with him down to the 20. It'll be a gain of about 4.
Try to get a number there ahead of this. Trying to see who that is there on the initial contact. I believe that's Combs over there on the defensive end that made the initial contact.
2nd down and 6. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Constantine in the shotgun. 7-0 Marshall here early from the 20. Takes the snap. He'll hand it. Nope, he's going to keep it now. Looks to throw to the outside. Marshall has men there. The catch is going to be, almost made in the back corner. He'll fall out of bounds, incomplete.
I was afraid we were going to get pass interference on that corner over there. I guess that was that Montana Warren over there on the coverage. Buchanan was coming over to help, but get away with an incompletion there. Going to make it 3rd and 6.
Huge play here for Marshall's defense. 7:04 to play in the first quarter. It's 7-0 Marshall from the 20. 3 receivers left. Constantine in the shotgun. He's going to keep it coming left side. Has a host of blockers. Marshall does string it out, but will they make the tackle before he gets the first down? They will not. He'll drag a bunch with him all the way down to the 11. Marshall's got to make that tackle.
McKinney North here not doing really anything fancy. They're just kind of loading up, bringing the big boys out in front, and Constantine's waiting for his blockers and just picking up yardage just a little bit at a time. 3
receivers to the right. Constantine again in the shotgun. Handoff up the middle. He'll make one man miss, another man miss. He'll carry somebody down all the way to the 2. That's another first down.
Yeah, that's the sophomore, number 26, Jaden Walker. Nice run inside the Mavericks 5 all the way down almost to the 1.
So they're going to say it's 2nd and goal, but her 2nd and 1. The handoff going to be up the middle. He'll walk into the end zone untouched, and North McKinney just shoves it down our throat. They're going to quickly go for 2 and not let Marshall get reset. So 7-6 our score, and the Mavs better get ready because North McKinney is going to go quickly. Now they'll decide to kick it. They were going to see if they could catch us off guard there. So 6:25 to play in the first. It's 7-6 as we await the point after. Long, meticulous drive from North McKinney. Bad snap. Marshall almost there. Somehow they get that thing down, and the kick is good. So 6:25 to go in the first quarter. It's 7-7. Stay with us. We'll be back. You're listening to Marshall Maverick football on the heartbeat of East Texas.
East Texas is a wonderful community, and at Panola National Bank, we're proud to call it home. That's why you'll find our bank and our employees helping others wherever you look. From supporting local schools to volunteering with local charity events, we're part of the fabric that weaves the community and its people together. When it comes to financial service needs, local is better. We provide convenient banking services so we can help our
and down the field. No passes completed there. All runs from North McKinney.
Yeah, I think they had one incompletion. Everything else was on the ground. Like I say, this is shaping up to be a kind of a similar matchup as last year. A lot of points last year when they played in McKinney. Over almost 800 yards of offense by both teams. And here we are 7-7 halfway through the first quarter. So it looks like there'll be a lot of offense tonight.
Little pooch kick from North McKinney. That's going to go out of bounds. Another bad kick from them. Trying to keep the ball away from our speedsters in the backfield, and they're just kicking it out of bounds.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll take the starting drive at the 30 every time. Go ahead and kick it out of bounds.
So here we go, folks. Crazy first quarter. 6:25 to play at 7-7. Marshall scores. They go 70 yards in 2 plays. North McKinney, they go 70 yards in 15 plays. Take a little bit more time than the Mavericks. So Marshall will start with 6:25 to go here in the first quarter. Again, Lee, it's tied up 7-7. Olvera in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. They'll bring the up back in motion right to left. High snap. They'll give it to J.Q. Davis. He'll make one man miss up the middle. He'll make another man miss. He'll cross the 35. They'll mark him at the 38.
Good job by Davis. He just kind of set back and let that hole open up, and he stepped into it, cut back to his right, and a nice pickup of 8 yards on that play. Going to put the Mavericks again in another short second and 2.
So here we go from the 38-yard line. Ball right in the middle of the field. 2 receivers split wide each side. Olvera in the shotgun. Davis to his left with 5:54 to play in the first quarter. Drops back. It's going to be a quick little pass to the outside. It'll be Bo Burris. He'll pick the first down up. Makes one man miss. He'll cross the 40. They're going to mark him right about the 44.
Bo made the catch out there in the flat and almost put a knee down. Was able to get his hand down, keep his balance, took the ball, and he pushes it upfield for about a 7-yard gain, I believe, on that play.
They'll give him 6, says Reggie Cooper.
Reggie says 6. That's going to put the Mavericks in business 1st and 10 at their own 44.
First down of the night for the Mavs. From the left hash, 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Olvera in the shotgun, Davis to his left. On 1st and 10. Oh, it's going to be a quick snap to Davis. He'll go around left side. He'll lose his footing. Was going to follow Olvera on a block. He didn't gain anything.
Yeah, they just did a shift there. They kind of shifted both to the left, and Davis took the direct snap from center and went around the left end and lost his footing. Like I say, it's going to be 2nd and 10 with no gain on that play.
5:22 to play here in the first quarter. It's 7-7 from Marshall's Maverick Stadium. The ball will be spotted on the left hash. There'll be 1 receiver split wide right, 2 to the left, up back left as well. Olvera in the shotgun. Now he'll send Davis out in motion. Going to be a little screen. That's a screen to the 45. Oh, but nothing. Nobody blocked out front. Andrew had a little room, but he'll only pick up about 3.
Andrew Phillips, he was in the up back position. He snuck out into the right flat and made the catch there, but only a 2-yard gain. It's going to put the Mavericks in probably obvious passing situation here at 3rd and 8. Well, we're going to have got an injury timeout. It's like we've got a bulldog down on the turf.
Let's keep it right here. We didn't get to do our pregame with you today, so we're going to keep it right here just for a moment. I got some folks listening. David Simpson listening out in Holiday, Texas. David, we're glad to have you listening with us tonight.
Hello, David Simpson.
4:57 to go here in the first quarter. It's 7-7 from Marshall's Maverick Stadium. Big 3rd down here as North McKinney's going to have their man walk off under his own power. Good to see that.
Well, I was very optimistic on the opening drive, Chase, because we mentioned we took the lead for the first time this season and was looking forward to our defense getting out there and getting a stop. Oh, we're going to have a penalty on well, that's going to be a big play. We have a personal foul, hands to the face. That's a 15-yarder. That's going to move the Mavericks all the way down to the Bulldog 39-yard lines. Going to set them up 1st and 10.
We'll take it. That's Marshall's 2nd first down of the night. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. From the right hash, here comes the handoff going right side. He'll make one man miss. He'll keep his feet. Joe, that's a face mask right there. Not going to get called, but J.Q. Davis will carry him down inside the 35 to the 34.
You're right, Chase. I did see a hand in there on the face mask. He didn't turn it, so I guess the officials either didn't see it or let it go, but he did indeed have his hand on a face mask. But Davis, again, a nice pickup on 1st down. 5 yards, going to make it 2nd and 5.
So from the right hash, with 4:23 to play here in the first quarter, we're knotted up at 7, Marshall and North McKinney. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Phillips up back left. Olvera will be in the shotgun with J.Q. Davis behind him. They'll hand it to Davis. Oh, he'll make one man miss to the 35-30, 25-20. He'll go inside the 20. They'll mark him about the 18. What a move from J.Q. Davis.
That was a great run by Davis. He kind of let that set up, and he had big Ja'Cory Smith out there. And 16-yard gains, what Reggie's telling us, a nice downfield block by Ja'Cory Smith that stretched that on out for another Maverick 1st down.
What a great play from J.Q., man. He put his foot in the ground and just motored around the end. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Marshall inside the red zone. So there'll be 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. from the left hash. Olvera shotgun, takes the snap, is going to quickly get it to the outside to Phillips. He'll make one man miss to the 15, to the 10. It'll go inside the 10.
Yeah, I was hoping that we were going to get away with that. I guess that was Smith. He had a good block on the last play, but he came in and blocked the defender in the back, and the side judge over there picked it up and got his flag on the ground. So that's going to be a 10-yard block in the back against the Mavericks.
Oh, those are tough because that was positive yardage there, Glenn. He had almost picked up the first down. I think he would have had the first down, actually.
I think so. It was real close. Like I say, I thought we were going to get away with that, but because the line judge here on our sideline at the line of scrimmage, he didn't get a flag down, but the side judge down the field a little ways, he did see it, and he put the flag on the field, so that's going to make the long 1st and 20 for the Mavericks.
Yeah, move it all the way back to the 28-yard line of North McKinney. 1st and 20 for the Mavs. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Olvera in the shotgun. Davis to his left from the right hash. He'll take the snap, drops back. Going to be more flags. Going to be illegal procedure.
Yes. False start by the Mavericks. We're going the wrong way. That's one thing that I did want to talk about in the pregame, Chase. One thing that I've been real proud of this Maverick team, the first 2 games, we've had a combined 60 yards and penalties. Averaging 30 yards a game is not bad for a young high school football team. And tonight we already have, 3 penalties for 20 yards?
Yep. So here we go.
Reggie said we got 5 penalties.
3 receivers left, 1 to the right. It's a long way away for the Mavericks. 1st and 25. Olvera takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He'll get a block there. He's going to let this one fly across the middle.
Well, we go.
That was a tackle. Reggie Cooper said, "Thou shalt not." Yeah, number 7 says, "I didn't do anything," and yes, sir, you did.
I do believe that's Ja'Cory Smith out there, the intended receiver. He was running a post pattern right down the seam, and he, I believe, certainly would have made that catch, and the defender didn't have any choice but to mug him, and it was the obvious call there. It's going to be pass interference, going to move the ball 15 yards down the field.
And an automatic first down, so that's the best news of the day.
It's like we'll start at the 18 on this series.
So we went to the 18, and now we're back to the 18 with 3 penalties in a row, and no one moved anywhere. So 1st down and 10 for Marshall by penalty. Stack heavy right. Olvera in the shotgun. Let's see what we do here. We'll hand it to J.Q. Davis up the middle. He'll carry a man with him down inside the 15. They'll mark him at about the 14.
Davis is running hard. He was tackled on that play by number 33 for the Bulldogs. That's Jake McLean. Grabbed him by the feet. Had not, he would have probably had another Maverick first down.
So that's going to be 4 more yards for J.Q. Davis. He's having him a whale of a night so far. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for Marshall. 2:37 left to go here in the first quarter. It's 7-7 Marshall. And North McKinney knotted up, but the Mavericks knocking on the door. 2 receivers split wide each side. Olvera in the shotgun from the right hash. It'll be J.Q. Davis on his left. Takes the snap, drops back, looking to pass. Got a man out there on the little seam route to the 10, to the 5. He'll make one man miss. He'll carry a man in. It's Burris for the touchdown on the little wide receiver screen. Oh, they're going to call him down.
They're going to call him down at the goal line.
Oh, I think he got in.
He grabbed him and flipped him around. I don't think he ever touched the ground. I think Burris was in the end zone for the score, but the judge over there, the head linesman, is going to say he was just a tad short, but that's going to make it 1st and goal.
So that's 13 yards. I mean, that's 13.75 yards, folks. I mean, that is right on the goal line. So here comes Marshall on 1st and goal from the half-yard line. They'll hand it to Davis. He'll walk in untouched, and the Mavericks will retake the lead. That's a wonderful answer there for Marshall. A long, methodical drive all the way down the field with 1:53 to go in the first quarter. Our new score 13-7 as we await the point after.
Well, I'm trying to get a look on that number. Yeah, that was Davis. There for a minute, I thought it was a different number, but that was Davis on the carry.
So we'll await the point after here. Again, 13-7 our new score. And here's the snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, right down the middle. It's good. So our new score, 1:53 to play here at Marshall's Mavericks Stadium. The Mavericks take a 14-7 lead. Stay with us. We'll be back right after this.
Wascom ISD is a leader in academics, athletics, and in FFA. Success is achieved by hard work and dedication. The Wascom ISD board and students are working hard to build on past success to achieve and have another successful year on the field, in the gym, and in the classroom. Wascom High School working to not only build a better community, but educate our children to be a success in the game of life. On to victory, Maroon and White Wildcats of Wascom High.
Well, folks, welcome back here to Marshall's Mavericks Stadium. The Mavericks get the Community Health Corps touchdown, and they will answer a 9-play, 70-yard drive. It'll go 1-yard run from Davis off left tackle, and that'll make our new score 14-7. That's your Kyle Dansby recap, scoring recap there. Glenn, that's what we really needed, was to answer quickly and to hold the ball for a while.
That's right. Give our defense a little opportunity to rest. It's a great catch and run by Bo Burris. Caught the ball out in the flat, made a good move on the defender, pushed the ball up, which we thought was into the end zone, but called him down just short, and that was probably the big play, about almost an 18-yard gain. So
far tonight, Olvera, perfect. He's had 4 attempts. All 4 have been completed, and the Marshall Maverick offense has come to life. So a minute 53 to play here in the first quarter. It's 14-7, Marshall over North McKinney. Let's see if the defense can get a stop here as we await the kick from Boomer Buck Buchanan. Man, he's going to kick the ball to Spring Hill. Here's the kick. This is going to be short. And the first time I say that, it's short. He'll be taking it the 5 to the 10 to the 15. Room to run. He'll make one man miss, but it looks like the Mavericks will get him about the 29-yard line. Actually going to give him the 30.
Looks like Buck got a little more foot under that one and a little high. Like I say, Buck's been booming into the end zone. Let's say that one, he got a little air under it, and they were able to return it, like I say, out to the 29-yard line to start this drive.
So first down and 10 for the for the North McKinney Bulldogs, from the 30. Everyone started from the 30 tonight. Constantine in the shotgun, 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Let's see if Marshall can try to force a pass. They're going to hand it off up the middle again. The Mavericks there. They'll make the tackle after a gain of about 3. Let's see, that's the 3 or 2? That'll be 3.
Yeah, I think that's going to be 3, I believe.
So they'll mark him right about the 33-yard line. Here we go. Fast, North McKinney. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Constantine in the shotgun. They'll shift the back right side now from the left hash. They'll hand it off again up the middle. Marshall's there now. No gain, might have lost a yard.
I think we may have made some adjustments after that first drive, like I say, because the defense, they have really kind of dominating on these first 2 plays of this series there for the Bulldogs.
So an obvious passing situation here for North McKinney with 1 minute to play in the first quarter. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Second down and about 8 for North McKinney from the 32. They'll fake the handoff, looking to pass. Has a man across the middle, wide open to the 50, and that's right where they'll mark him. It'll be another North McKinney first down.
That was the big junior, 6'3", 180-pound wide receiver, Corbin Hendricks, coming across the middle. Why, as you said, Chase, he was wide open across the middle.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage. North McKinney will run it right up the middle, and they're getting a lot of push up front. That's going to be a gain of 4. They'll mark it at the Maverick 45. Marshall's got to get some push up front, really pushed the Lobos around last week. So 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Second down and 6 from the Maverick 45. Constantine takes it, hands it off up the middle again, and again he'll carry Mavericks with him all the way to, it looks like, the 41. That'll be another first down. They'll mark him at the 38.
Looks like Joseph Bracey on the tackle there from the linebacker position making that stop. They got a couple of subs for the Mavericks. Looks like Palmer's coming in at linebacker.
Constantine in the shotgun. Oh, we're going to jump off sides again. Free play for North McKinney. They're going to throw this one up. It'll fall incomplete.
Chase, no flag on the – I guess they just saying he got a good start on the ball there, a good jump, because there's not a flag on the field.
Yeah, now there's several, I think. There's a flag way over here. Looks like a pass interference call coming.
Well, actually, down there, I was looking at the line of scrimmage where we thought there was going to be an offsides. Neither the head linesman or the line judge had their flag on the field that I can see, but you're right, there is a flag down where the pass was.
I don't like that call. I don't think that was pass interference. I mean, you can face guard in high school, number 1.
Exactly. Yeah, you do not have to turn your head like you do in the NFL.
Yeah, that's a tough call for Marshall. It's going to be a first down for North McKinney all the way down to the 24. Two receivers left, Constantine in the shotgun. Marshall needs to bring some pressure up the middle. They're getting blown off the football. They do again here. They'll take it inside the 20. They'll mark it at the 19.
Big running back, the big sophomore. He's carrying the load tonight. That's gonna end the first quarter, Chase.
So, folks, that'll be the end of the first quarter. Our score, Marshall 14, North McKinney 7. We're going to keep it right here as Topher Patty's working on some things. So it's going to be second down and about 4 when we return. Reggie Cooper's getting me those stats. Going to be coming to me here in just a minute. Tell you what, it's been a barn burner of a first half. North McKinney, I don't think North McKinney can throw the football. If you stop the run, you're going to win because I don't think they can throw it 12 feet.
I believe you're right, Chase, except that pass there on 3rd and 8 that they did complete over the middle to the big wide receiver. He was wide open. I'm not sure who blew the coverage there, but he came across the middle on what we used to call the drag route, and there was nobody within probably 8 or 10 yards of him. He made the catch with a nice gain and gave the Bulldogs the first down.
So let's see what happens right here when they come back. It'll be second down and 6 for for North McKinney rather, from the Maverick 19-yard line. They have found themselves down into the red zone here again. Let's see what happens here when we come back. So second down and about 6, I would say, 5, maybe 5.5.
As they say, a long 5 or a short 6, whichever way you want to call it.
So 3 receivers left. Constantine will be in the shotgun. He'll have a back to his left, and he's a big one. We're going to give you his numbers here in just a moment. They'll hand it off to him going right up the middle. He'll be hit at the line of scrimmage. The tackle not made there by the linebacker, and he's out to the 10, to the 5, still on his feet. He'll carry a Maverick with him all the way down. Let's see if they'll mark him short of the 5. I think they're going to mark him at about the 7.
He's a big boy. You're not going to arm tackle him. Like I say, these numbers are hard to see. I do believe that's still number 26, Jaden Walker, which is the big 180-pound sophomore.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage, first and goal for North McKinney. They'll hand it off going over left side rather. He'll bull his way into the end zone. Marshall just not tackling there, and that's an easy touchdown for North McKinney. And they'll answer quickly.
They're spreading it out. Looks like they're going to go for 2 here, Chase.
Yep, they'll go quickly to the line of scrimmage. Constantine drops back, throws it to the outside. Marshall not able to make the they finally do make a tackle right at the goal line. He's not going to get in.
Trying to get a number. That was a great play there. I believe that's at number 23. Numbers on the front of these jerseys. It's dark down there in the corner. It's hard to pick it up, but it's going to get in for the 2-point conversion. But a nice play by the Maverick defender. Try to get you a number here in a minute who made that saving 2-point play.
So the first quarter stats, we'll give you the touchdown here in just a minute. It's 14-13 on North McKinney. We'll give you that scoring drive in a moment. But here, let's look at the stats here for the first quarter. We'll give you those Brad Burris Century 21 first quarter statistics. North McKinney had 101 yards of total offense, 82 on the ground, only 19 through the air. The Mavericks had 125 yards of total offense. That's almost as much as we've had in the first 2 games. 40 yards rushing, 85 yards through the air. That's your Brad Burris Century 21 first quarter stats. I tell you what, Marshall right now, it's 14-13. The Mavericks hold North McKinney. They get the Community Health Corps touchdown, but they don't get the 2-point conversion.
That was Robinson on the stop for the Mavericks. That could play out huge later in the game. That's going to be a 2-point swing.
So again, 8 plays, 70 yards. They go in from 7 yards out. And here comes the kick. This one is going to be taken by Marshall at the 26-yard line, and he's gone to the 40, to the 45, 50. Oh, see you later. He's out of here. Touchdown, Chi-Chi.
Is that Chi-Chi?
I think it is.
Well, it's going to be obviously the first special teams touchdown of the year for the Mavericks.
I think that's going to be. I think that's Chi-Chi Roberson. I think it is. Chi-Chi Roberson takes the kick back. What breaks you back?
It looks like
there?
the Mavericks are going to answer with a little trickery of their own. Now they're going to bring the kicker out. I really don't know why you would not have a D1 kicker go ahead and do his job.
I just think we're trying to catch him. Catch him.
We catch him asleep and get an extra point on him.
Well, folks, I tell you what, I didn't do a very good job on that play. We'll get it back to you here in just a minute after the point after. Still having some technical issues. Here's the snap, back, kick, up, and it is good. So, our new score with 11:25 to go in the second quarter. It's Marshall 21, North McKinney 13. Stay with us. You're listening to Marshall Maverick football on the heartbeat of East Texas. We'll be back right after this.
East Texas Telephone Cooperative Incorporated is proud to be a sponsor of Wascom Wildcat football. East Texas Telephone is behind the football team, the band, the color guard, and the cheerleaders 100%. East Texas Telephone commends the hard work and dedication exemplified by each of these organizations. It is through their hard work and sacrifice that winners emerge. Best of luck from East Texas Telephone Cooperative, serving the telecommunication needs of rural East Texas since 1952. Go Wascom Wildcats.
Folks, welcome back here to Marshall's Maverick Stadium. We had an interesting little situation there. The North McKinney's been kicking it out of bounds. I kind of thought that's what was going to happen, and I kind of got sleeping. Chi catches it, and they got caught sleeping because he went down the sidelines for about a 65-yard touchdown, Glenn.
I believe that's right. He caught it right about the 25-yard line, and he looked up, and he hit one hole. He put a move on the kicker, or the safety guy. I'm assuming it was the kicker, and he put a move on him, and he literally went 65 yards untouched to the end zone for the third touchdown of the night for the Mavericks.
Well, that's what we needed. Marshall needed a little distance there. That'll give us an 8-yard distance, if you will, or an 8-point distance. So here comes the kick from Buchanan. Oh, man, what a boomer there. That's going to go out the back of the end zone. No return.
He kicked that one almost to Bossier City, I believe.
And let's see what Marshall can do here. The Mavericks have got to get a stop defensively. Let's see what we can do. One thing we've got to do is try to get a stop. Here, the defense needs to get one with 11:25 to play here in the half. Again, Marshall with the lead, 21-13.
So I'm going to try to get some numbers on that offensive line. We didn't have a starting lineup for the Bulldogs, so we can get some numbers. We've got the heights and weights here, but they're pretty big boys, and they're kind of having their way with our front seven.
So here we go, Constantine in the shotgun. Two receivers right. Oh, it's a high snap. Ball's loose. Now Constantine's going to just pull this one down and throw it, and has a man wide open. Somebody lost their man, and he'll make the catch at the 40 all the way to the 47.
I tell you what, how in the world you don't call an illegal man downfield? There was about 4 offensive linemen at least 5 yards down the field on that play. Got 7 officials, and not a one of them saw anything.
2 right, 1 to the left. Constantine in the shotgun now from the 48-yard line. Oh, what a disastrous turn of events there. Handed off up the middle, nothing doing there. The Mavericks will actually get a stop there. I don't think there's going to be any gain on that play, Glenn. They're going to give him a yard?
I don't believe maybe a yard. It's like that. Was that Combs? Combs came from the left end over here and made the tackle for just a 1-yard gain.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Constantine now runs the toss to the outside. Marshall tries to string this one out. They'll make the tackle at the 50. Gain of only 2. Good job there for Marshall defensively. Let's see if we can get a stop.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some numbers here to give these guys some credit. That was Terrell Davis who kind of turned it in and slowed that play down, allowed some other Mavericks to get there and help out on the tackle.
Huge play here. 3rd and 5 from the 50. Constantine shotgun. He's going to hand it off going right side. No, he's going to pull it out, looking to pass. Marshall has some men there. Oh, a man wide open again, got lost. We can't seem to stay with our men in the secondary. Easy pitch and catch to the 38, first down.
He's got plenty of time. That was Buchanan out there on the coverage. Like I say, he just got away from him, and another first down there for the Bulldogs.
2 receivers right from the 38. Constantine shotgun. He'll hand this one off up the middle, and he'll hit behind that big offensive line, but he's not going to get much. They'll give him about 2. Mark him at the 36.
Jaden Walker again on the carry. He is going to be their workhorse, it looks like, tonight. He's just a young, big sophomore running back.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Got to get a stop here. They're going to hand it off again up the middle. Nope, now he's going to keep it. He's being chased by a host of Mavericks. Now they'll have to throw this one away. Good job there from, who's that, number 9? Nope, that's Carson Combs and Sam Palmer on the chase.
They were chasing him out. I'm guessing that he got the ball to the line of scrimmage. I was trying to see. He was certainly out of the pocket. I guess he got it far enough up the field that it wasn't grounding, because it was certainly not a receiver anywhere in the area.
9:43 to go in the half. 21-13 Marshall. Big play here for the Maverick defense. 3rd and 8. Constantine shotgun. He's going to keep it. Now he's going to look to pass. Being chased from by a bunch of Mavericks. It's going to be batted down.
I think that's Gico, isn't it? Big Gico, number 6.
Big Gico bats it down, so it's 4th and 8.
Gico with that big 6'6" wingspan, and they got him out there in the flat, and he went to throw it, and Gico just said, no, you don't. I'm going to put that one back in your face.
Oh, okay, big play here, Glenn Bickerdike. 4th down. Marshall's got to get off the field. Timeout. Going to get a timeout because we couldn't get somebody off the field. So Marshall's going to take a timeout. We'll stay right here with 9:35 to play here in the half. It's 21-13. Marshall with the lead. Big play, Glenn Bickerdike. Big play coming up.
It is. It's like, as you said, Chase, it's going to be 4th and 8. We can get a stop here. You know, neither team, this would be the first stop on either side. If we can get a hold here, take it down the field for another score, we've got, about 9.5 minutes till half, so still plenty of time.
Look, here's the deal. He can get 7. He just can't get 8.
That's right.
We just got to get him. We just got to get him short. So let's see if the Mavericks can get a stop.
Both teams are coming back out on the field.
All right, here we go. 4th down and 8. 4th down and 8 for North McKinney. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Constantine in the shotgun. 21-13 Marshall. Big series here for the Maverick defense. Got 4 men down up front and 2 backers. Everybody else is back. Again, Constantine, shotgun. Man to his right. Here we go. Still nothing from North McKinney. They're going to try to, let's see, we're down inside 17 minutes. They'll change the play from the sidelines. He'll now fake the handoff, looking to pass, has a lot of time. We brought a man late. This one's going to be deep. It is going to be caught. Oh, my gosh, at the 1. How we had a man there and just couldn't keep him away from the ball.
I believe that was Montana Warren on the coverage. Like I say, it was a jump ball, and their receiver, he was the winner on that. He came down with it. It's going to put them 1st and goal at the 1.
Goodness gracious sakes, the Mavericks let look like a play to get off the field. Constantine will hand it off up the middle, touchdown. Not going to stop them from the 1. Now they'll answer again.
Like I say, we're going to lose that battle every night that big, and looks like they're certainly going to go for 2 here to try to tie this thing up at 21.
Goodness gracious, Marshall had an opportunity to get off the field on 4th and 8, and they give up a Hail Mary of sorts. 35-yard pitch and catch, says Reggie Cooper.
Yeah, he just reared back and he threw it up. Like I say, it was a jump ball, and the Mavericks came out behind on that, and looks like we're waiting for a kicker.
Yeah, North McKinney's going to run somebody on here late. They're under 10 seconds. The kicker was over there having a little Gatorade. Let's see what happens here on the snap. It's down long. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. So with 9:19 to play here in the half, Marshall's defense can't get off the field. It's 21-20. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Marshall Maverick football on the heartbeat of East Texas, KMHT 103.9 FM. Stay with us.
Killian Pharmacy in downtown Wascom. Pharmacist Dr. Rosa Rivas and Walter Killian. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years. A full-service pharmacy with a drive-through window, bilingual staff, insurance, and Medicaid accepted. Louisiana and VA prescriptions welcome. Your health is the main concern of Killian Pharmacy. You can call 903-687-2525. Next door to Rural Health Clinic for one-stop health care. Killian Pharmacy.
Well, we're back here at Marshall's Maverick Stadium, and it's been an offensive explosion. 21-20 with 9:19 to play. The North McKinney Bulldogs go 9 plays and 70 yards, another 1-yard run from Jade Smith. And Glenn, no D, lot of O.
Well, we may see 100 points put up tonight. Like I say, we're still got a little over 9 minutes till the halftime, and we may have three or four more scores before we go to the break.
So here comes the kick from North McKinney. That pooch kick again. It's going to be taken by Chi-Chi Roberson again to the 20. He'll make one man miss to the 25. That's all he's going to get this time. He'll go out of bounds. Oh, late penalty.
It's going to be a late flag. I'm sure that's going to be an illegal block. It's usually the case on a return.
That's going to be, I don't know, that might be a face mask. It sure came in there hard and late.
Yeah, and it came from a long ways, too. That was the referee was back probably at the 5-yard line. That was about a 20, 25-yard toss with that yellow flag.
So we're waiting to see what the penalty is going to be from the white hat. Let's see what it is. It's going to be on Marshall hold. I don't think you can make that call from that far away. There's no way you can see that.
He's blocking the back. He had a block in the back, so I guess he saw it from his position inside the 5-yard line. Like you say, he was probably 35 yards away making that call.
That'll move Marshall all the way back to the 15-yard line. That's a rough call there for Marshall. So they'll hand it off to JQ coming over right side. Ew, he's going to be bottled up there, no gain. Going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A lot of white shirts on that play. Say nothing developed, and he just shut it down. It's going to be a no gain for Davis.
Well, that's really important, Glenn, that Marshall answers here. We've got to keep that momentum. Our defense is struggling tonight. The offense has come alive. It'd be really fun to see if we could get both sides alive on the same night.
Yeah, and maybe we're underestimating this offense. Like I say, they're not flashy, but they're big, and they're just pounding the ball, and they're having their way with our front seven.
Tight formation for Marshall, doubles split each side, but tight. O'Vera takes the snap. Now he's going to hand it off to Davis going right side. He's got a little room. That's going to be a hold.
Another.
Yeah, that's easily. Every official on the field threw that flag.
There was more yellow on that play than I've seen in a long time. It was raining flags.
Yeah, that was clearly a hold. I think that's going to be on Phillips, but he had handfuls of jersey. I mean, the back judge called it, the line judge called it, the white hat, everybody called it. And Glenn, you could see it. That clearly was a hold.
Yeah, I'd say typically when you have 3 or 4 flags on the play, it kind of validates the call. You can say it was questionable when you've got 3 or 4 officials that all saw the same thing. Kind of hard to question that.
So they'll spot the ball at the 6. That's a long way away. Are the Marshall Mavericks? They're going to be looking at second down and about.
Well, they're moving it. They keep moving. It looks like we're bringing it back maybe just over the 7 now.
Yeah.
A little more room to work with.
It's second down and about what, 18, 19?
About 18.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. O'Vera's going to be in the shotgun. He'll have one man, that's Davis, to his right from the right hash. He's got a man isolated out here. Let's see if we go to him. It's the big man, Smith. Drops back. He's going to throw that little pass to the outside. It's incomplete, looking for Bo Burris on the screen.
We had one more man than they did on that side. Tried to throw it out in the flat. Just couldn't make the completion, but had some blockers. I'm not sure how much yardage we would have got, but certainly would have got out of the hole. But it's going to create almost an impossible 3rd and 18 from the shadows of our end zone.
I tell you what, I'd go back to that Glenn same formation. They got Smith out here man-to-man with this one DB. I'd throw it up to him and see what he could do. So Marshall will go 2 receivers wide each side from the right hash, 3rd and about 17. O'Vera in the shotgun, takes a snap, drops back, looking, has some time. He'll step up in the pocket. He's going to let this go across the middle. Has a man open, and he drops it. It would have been an easy first down at the 25, and that's Smith, and he just dropped it.
Yeah, he was wide open. Certainly has the first down, and he just juggled the ball and couldn't find the handle, puts it on the turf. It's going to bring up the first punt of the night for either team. We'll get to see Buck Buchanan hopefully can come through like he did last week with some 50-plus yard punts.
Well, that was a perfectly designed play, and Smith was wide open. He would have run probably for another 10 yards before anybody was even close to him, but he dropped it about the 25.
I think he was thinking about running before catching.
So here we go, waiting for the snap on the punt. Buchanan will be punting from his own end zone. Perfect snap. Here's the kick from Buchanan. It's going to be low. It's going to hit and bounce at the 40. It's going to get a Marshall bounce, and let's see if we can get on the back. He's got it.
Got a hold. We got a hold.
Come on back.
Big hold.
That's great because that'll move it back. He'll gain about 3 yards on the run from the 50. They'll mark him at the 46 of Marshall, but that'll be a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah. Javon Wilder, he was a contained man over here on the left side, and he was clearly held. 2 different officials had flags down. That's going to push the ball back over midfield, back onto the Bulldogs side of the field as they start their next possession.
So our score was 7:35 to play here in the half. It's 21-20 Marshall with the lead. North McKinney with the ball. That was the first stop of the football game by either team. North McKinney gets the stop, aided primarily from penalties against Marshall. Kind of got us in a hole there. But still could have got out of it, just dropped a pass.
We make the catch there, and we've got an easy first down.
So let's see what happens here for the Marshall Mavericks. They got to get a stop.
It's like the drive's going to start for the Bulldogs on their own 42-yard line.
So it'll be first down and 10 for North McKinney. 7:35 to play here in the half. They'll start from their own 42-yard line. Marshall really needs to get a stop here. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Constantine in the shotgun. Got a big man, the 6'5 guy out there. He'll block and lead block. They'll hand it off up the middle. He'll be met at the line of scrimmage, and they need to blow that play dead. Blow the play dead, my goodness. We're going to play for days.
Yeah, they met him right at the line of scrimmage, but he's still going to pick up 3. Just those big bodies just pushing the Mavericks, continuing to pick up positive yardage.
Yeah, you got to blow that play dead. They let that go entirely too long. So second down and about 7 for North McKinney. Constantine shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. He'll hand it off. Nope, he's going to keep it. He'll look to pass. Has a man out there. It'll fall incomplete.
Almost a great catch. He put it right in the right spot. Looks like number 23, Xavier Richardson's the intended receiver, and he can't make the great catch. Tell you what, Constantine does a great job on his fake. Looks like he's going to hand it off, and he just steps back, and he floated that ball out there. He's going to make it 3rd and 7 now for the Bulldogs.
Big play here. 3 receivers left. Constantine, low snap. He'll keep it going over the right side. Marshall's got to stretch it out. Got it. They don't make the tackle, and he picks up the first down, and he's out to the 40, 35, 30. Knocks him out of bounds at the 20. Here comes a flag late. But goodness gracious, we had him for a loss and can't tackle.
Oh, he should have been tackled at the line of scrimmage and just did not pursue the ball and make the play. But there is a flag. The offside, looks like the side judge over here. He's got his flag down on the Maverick 42, and if that's a hold, that's going to push it back to the 48, and it's going to make it 3rd and about 4.
My goodness, Glenn had him. We had him. We had stretched the play. We had him and not able to get him on the ground. So hopefully this is going to be on North McKinney. We'll see. And the White Hat's going over talking to North McKinney's sideline, so I'm not sure who this is on.
Well, it's got to be against them.
Well, they're walking back like it's against North McKinney, so let's see. Or McKinney
he
North.
moved his flag to the Maverick 42.
So if that's going to be a block in the back, then that's going to move them back. Let's see, 6:49 to play here. Let's see what this is going to be. It shouldn't be. It will not be a first down. It'll be a spot foul. A 10-yard spot foul. That'll be 3rd and what, 2?
I think it's going to be about 3rd and 4.
See where they put it. They're going to mark it at the 48.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because he had his flag at the 42-yard line.
So let's see here what's happening. 3rd down. They still no call from the official. Now he's calling it. What was that, Reggie? Was that a? I'm totally confused. Now, so then I have no idea what this officiating crew is doing. They marked the ball back, and then there was a call against the official, and I have a call against the Mavericks. I have no idea, folks, what to tell you what happened right there. So they're going to mark the ball at the 36-yard line of Marshall, and we can't tell you why. So they'll hand the ball up the middle to Constantine. He'll make one-man miss. He'll carry a Maverick with him. They'll go inside the 35. They'll mark him actually right at the 35. They're only going to give him a yard there, or give him 2, rather. So 2 receivers left. Constantine shotgun again. That just running back behind that big 6'5 guy is the up back. They're going to hand it to Constantine coming right side. He'll make a couple miss. He'll get down to the 30. That's where they will mark him. He'll be 2 yards short of the first down after a gain of 5, and we cannot stop the run.
They are just pounding the ball.
So let's see what the Mavericks do here. They got to get off the field here. 2nd down and about 3. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Now he's going to take it. Constantine keeps it up the middle. He'll be hit and tackled, but not until he carries Marshall guy with him down to the 26.
I say he got him right there at the line of scrimmage, and he's still going to pick up 4 or 5 yards and move the chains.
Yeah, the Mavericks got to figure out something to do to stop the run. We cannot stop the run. All right, so James Cotton says it was a late hit out of bounds on that last call. Of course, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Up, somebody had to have moved there. No call from the official. It was either offsides or movement. Marshall's going to get a sack, almost a fumble.
He did get it off. He got rid of the ball, so it's going to be an incomplete pass. It was questionable the way he pulled him down. I guess he wasn't running away from him. Maybe is why they didn't call that.
Constantine. Let's see if they're going to call that that can't be. They're going to call that a pass.
Yeah, it was incomplete. I saw him with his arm as a forward pass. It's going to set up 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs.
2 receivers left. Constantine shotgun man to his right. Big guy over there. They're going to hand it off. Now he's going to keep it. Marshall there. Not able to make the play. Can we come away with a pick?
Nope.
Oh, it'll be incomplete.
It's going to make it 3rd and 10.
Marshall had some pressure there. Mavs had some pressure. Reggie Cooper's right. You're running the ball well. Why would you throw it? I guess you just want to practice. 21-20 our score. Marshall with a 1-point lead with 5:35 to play here in the half. Need a stop here from Marshall. 3rd down and 10 for McKinney North from the 26. I think we got to have a timeout for McKinney North. What are we doing?
The ball moved up a little bit.
Well,
Move it back where it's supposed to be.
All right, put the ball at the 26, says Reggie Cooper. So here we go. 3rd down and 10 for Marshall. 5:35 to play. Mavericks with a 1-point lead. McKinney North with the football. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Constantine shotgun. Big man moves left to right in the slot. Marshall going to bring some pressure from the outside, but he's got room to run, does Constantine. The Mavericks will chase him out of bounds. Good job there on contain. Wow, that's a terrible spot, Brent Simmons. He didn't get all the way down to the 26. He's going to mark him at the 20. No, there you go. I was about to say, where are you going? 26-yard line. They're going to give him a gain of only 1. They're going to mark him at the 25. All right, so here comes, looks like a field goal.
They're going to try to take the lead with the field goal.
Wow, that's a long field goal. That's a 40. This is going to be a 42-yard field goal from the left hash with 5:27 left to play in the half. Here's the hold. The kick is up, and it is good. Just over the upright, and McKinney North will take their first lead of the football game, 23-21 with 5:20 to play. Folks, stay with us. You're listening to KMHT Radio and the Marshall Mavericks. We'll be back right after this.
This is Matt Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford and Mavericks Chevrolet in Marshall. If you're in the market
score, McKinney North will take the lead at the 5:20 mark on a 42-yard field goal. Just made it over the uprights.
I mean, if it had been from a yard further, I don't believe it would have been good. Probably would have hit the upright and bounced back.
So here we go. 5:20 to play here in the half. McKinney North quickly will come. A little pooch kick. This one's going to be taken deep at the 15. To the 20, to the 25. He'll hit the sideline to the 30. They'll be run out of bounds as Chi Roberson. So it looks like Marshall's going to start. They're going to mark him at the 28.
Time for the offense to get it back in gear here, and we need to move this thing down the field and take the lead here before we go into the half, because McKinney North, they'll receive the opening second half kickoff.
Yeah, the Mavericks need to use all their time and score. We need a 5-minute, 10-second drive. So first down for the Mavericks from their own 28-yard line from the right hash. McKinney North leads 23-21. 2 receivers to the left. Olvera in the shotgun. He'll hand it off to Davis coming over to this side, and he'll make one man miss, but that's all. And I mean, he might get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
McKinney North had a bunch of friends show up there at the ball, and that's going to be about a 0 gain there for Davis. It looked for a minute that he might turn some positive yardage out of it, and it just closed down real quick.
Such a slow developing play, and not able to get to the outside. McKinney North good contain there. If you bring that and bootleg it, you're going to have somebody open backside. So 23-21. McKinney North with the lead. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Olvera's going to hand this one off up the middle, and J.Q. Davis going to make one man miss to the 30, 35, 40. And he'll cruise his way up across the 42. Let's see, they'll mark him at the 43.
I tell you what, I'm going to give every one of those yards to Davis on his own to say he went to the line of scrimmage and there was nothing there, and he darted outside, a couple of jukes, and what, Reggie, did you have about a 14, 15-yard gain? 15-yard gain on that play.
Good job there for Marshall. That'll be another first down with 4:19 to play here in the half. From the left hash, the Mavericks will break the huddle. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Olvera shotgun with Davis to his right from the left hash. He'll send Davis out now in motion, so no backs, everybody out for the Mavericks. Olvera takes the snap, drops back. Now he's going to look. He's got a little room to run, and here come the flags again. Going to be another hold on Marshall's offensive line.
I tell you what, I really enjoy, even though we came out on the losing end the first 2 games of the season, especially the Mavericks, very lightly penalized. As we mentioned, only 60 yards in penalties in 2 games. And tonight there is just there's flags all over the place on both sides. Chop block. That's not good.
So that's going to be a huge penalty on Marshall.
That's a call that we're seeing more and more of. If you're not aware of what a chop block is, that's when a blocker is engaged with a defender up high, and then someone comes in low below the knees and blocks, and that's a 15-yard penalty. That one hurts.
All the way back down to the 28 of Marshall. Olvera in the shotgun's got 2 men split wide each side, has some time. He'll throw this one to Chichi Roberson. What a catch at the 30 or the 45.
That was a tremendous catch by Chichi. He laid out, and he caught that ball with nothing but hands and hit the turf, and he thought there for a minute he could get up and run.
So they'll mark it right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a 17-yard pitch and catch to Chichi Roberson with a shoe right on the top of the laces catch.
I mean, he laid out. That was maybe one of the better catches of the season for the Mavericks.
That'll make it 2nd down and 8 for Marshall now, back in manageable field position. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Olvera shotgun. Has it back to his right, takes the snap, going to throw it out quickly to Smith. He'll make the catch right at the 50. And they'll mark him right at the 50, so he'll be 3 yards short of the first down.
We need to go ahead and make the first here. We don't need to even have to consider going forward at 4th down. I don't know that you can even think about going forward on 4th down here at midfield and giving them the opportunity to score again before the half. Say we're at 3 minutes and 15 seconds until half. Need a first down here on 3rd and 3.
So let's see here. Big play from midfield. 3:15 to play in the half. The Mavs trail by 2, 23-21. 2 receivers split wide each side. Olvera takes the snap, drops back, so looking across the middle. He's got some room to run. Now he will. He'll make one man miss, but he's going to be short of the first down by about half a yard.
He's going to be just short. Well, I don't know. This the head linesman over here, we may see our first measurement of the season.
That's a first down.
Yeah, if you look all the way across, that's a first down. And they're gonna say.
Oh, he just moved the ball back.
That is very
goodness.
very poor mechanics by this officiating crew. You had the head linesman over here had the mark, and then he threw the ball to the inside, and then they move it back.
So Marshall from the shotgun on 4th and short. McKinney North's going to call a timeout. And I tell you what, that's a really bad spot. He gave us the first down, and then he moved the ball back. So this is a huge first down, or huge 4th down.
You know, regardless from an officiating standpoint, it just looks bad in a situation where you're close to the first down marker. The official that you're working off of that's got the spot, if it's that close, you've got to kick the ball out to him and let him spot it where he has his foot. You don't throw it back into the middle of the field and just kind of guess where you're going to spot the ball. And like you said, Chase, they spotted it, and it was right on the mark. It appeared it was going to be a first down, and then they moved the ball back about a foot.
So, Reggie, I think he needed 3. What would you say that was a gain of 2.8? 2 3/8. Reggie with 2 3/8 gain. I'm going to remember that, Reggie, at the end of this game. Whatever we're doing, we're adding 3/8 to it at the end. So Olvera's going to get credited with only 2 on that play, so it'll bring up a huge 4th down from the North McKinney, or the McKinney North rather, 47 3/8 yard line.
2 minutes and 29 seconds till the half. Let's say this is a huge play for this Maverick offense.
And Marshall again coming out in the shotgun. McKinney North's going to put everybody at the line of scrimmage. They'll hand it to Davis. He'll make one-man miss, and, he's going to get that first down on his own. He'll go across the 45. They'll mark him at the 44.
Yeah, he's going to pick up almost 4 yards on that carry. That's a nice play right there for the Mavericks. We've still got plenty of time to push this thing down and try to get the lead here before we go in for halftime.
So they'll mark him actually at the 44. So there's first down and 10 for the Mavericks from the McKinney North 44. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Over a shotgun as we go under the 2-minute mark here in the first half. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, quick pass to the outside. Burris will make one-man miss and he'll fumble. Ball on the turf and he'll fumble and it will go back over to McKinney North.
Burris had a little trouble, if you remember, in New Caney on the kickoff. He put the ball on the turf. We were fortunate to recover that one. He makes a nice catch there, trying to pick up some additional yards, and gets hit. The ball comes out, and that's going to put McKinney North with a 1st and 10 at their 37 with 1 minute and 55 seconds to play.
Actually, that's not Burris. That's going to be number 18. I think that's Andrew Phillips.
Oh, was that Phillips?
It's going to be Andrew Phillips with the fumble. So, Reggie, that was a gain of how many? It'll be from the 38-yard line for McKinney North. They're going to fake the handoff. Got a guy right across the middle. Pick. That's going to be Buck Buchanan to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, and the 30.
And a late hit should be.
Yes, and a late hit.
I thought that was Sam Palmer there for a minute, but that's Buck Buchanan. Ball was tipped twice. Buck ends up with it, and he's going to return that thing. Let's say the beanbag was at the 45.
Buck Buchanan on the tip drill. He'll take it to the 30. He'll take it to the 30, and you ought to tack 15 onto there. It ought to put it at the 15.
Exactly. Let's see. It's going at the 30-yard line. Late hit out of bounds. That's going to set the Mavericks up very nicely with 1 minute 43. Plenty of time to push this thing in before the half.
So that's going to be a return of how many, Reggie Cooper? I think that's from the 45.
From the 45 is where the beanbag was. I think about
30.
About 25-yard return and a 15-yard dead ball penalty on the late hit out of bounds.
Good job there by Buck Buchanan from the safety position, and he'll take the ball inside the return back to the 30. With the penalty, they'll mark it at the 15. So let's see if Marshall can capitalize here. This is a huge opportunity for Marshall's offense with 1:43 to play here in the half. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. They're going to hand it to Davis. He's going to be hammered behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 3 all the way back to the 18.
Nothing doing. Number 33 is coming up. Jake McLean, big linebacker, big senior, 210-pound linebacker. He's lipping around. He's back on the turf.
So we got a man down, so we'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back here in just 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere. It's 23-21 McKinney North, but the Mavericks knocking on the door. You're listening to Marshall Maverick Football on KMHT.
Panola College, the college of choice, in the heartbeat.
Up to the big man in the end zone. That's got to be pass interference. It is, and that'll be a first down and goal for the Mavericks.
Tell you what, we'll certainly take that call, but unless it was something you couldn't really see, that ball was just kind of thrown up for grabs. There appears to be 2 penalties on the field, so we're going to have something.
Yeah, that's going to be pass interference on McKinney North.
We hope.
Yeah, that was a good call or a good play there. Oh my gosh, he's going to call that on us.
He's going to call offensive pass interference. That's what I was wondering. I didn't see a whole lot that I thought would be defensive pass interference. I'm wondering if Smith he had the defender had a better angle on the ball, and he must have pulled him down. And apparently that's both officials had their flags in the end zone. So
well, they're trying to figure out whether or not they're going to take it. And I would take the penalty for sure. Man, that's a tough one on Marshall. Pass interference, they're going to decline that. That's not real smart because of our kicker. I would take that for sure.
Yeah, you got the opportunity to I think Buck can still make it if he pushes back 10 yards. So you do give an extra down.
So with 1:17 left to play, what we thought might be pass interference on McKinney North was on the Mavericks. It'll bring up 3rd down and 13 rather, from the 18, from the right hash. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Olvera will be in the shotgun with a man behind him. He'll take the snap, little pitch to the outside. It's going to be a pitch pass. He's got a man out there wide open. Will he make the catch? He doesn't. Drops it in the back corner of the end zone. Had a man wide open, and that's Smith, not able to hold on.
Like I say, Davis on the little pitch and pass, and Davis kind of floated up there. It took the ball too long to get there, and the defender had time to recover, and everybody went out of bounds for an incompletion.
Perfect play call there, and had a man wide open back of the end zone. It falls, not able to bring that one in. So Marshall will try a field goal. The ball will be spotted at the 18, so this will be a, what is that, a 25? 35, yeah.
35-yard field goal for our college-bound kicker.
35-yard field goal from the right hash as we await the snap. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and it is good. That's a good job.
We're going to have a penalty running into the kicker, which I'm sure we will decline that, because that, unless it was just running into, that's going to be the 5-yard infraction, and I'm sure Jake will decline that, and he does indeed.
So the 35-yard field goal from Buck Buchanan gives the Mavs a 1-point lead, 24-23 with 59 seconds left to play in the half. Stay with us. You're listening to Maverick Football on the heartbeat of East Texas. We'll be back right after this.
Certified Collision and Glass for auto, pickup truck, and 18-wheeler repair. Certified Collision and Glass specializes in body and glass repair. Rock chip to a complete installation. Certified Collision and Glass has certified technicians and the equipment to repair the all-aluminum Ford F-150 pickup. Certified Collision and Glass, Highway 59, next to Marshall Ford, Marshall, Texas, leading the way in body repair. It's certified.
Well, back here at Marshall's Maverick Stadium, we've had offense galore. 59 seconds left to play in the half. The Mavericks cling to a 1-point lead after the 35-yard field goal from Buck Buchanan makes it 24-23. That's your Kyle Dansby scoring report there. The Mavericks have the ball at the 15 and go backwards. No positive yards there on that possession.
No, I was sure hoping for a 6-point score on that. Now as the Mavericks line out to kick, I would certainly like to see Buck launch this one into the end zone.
So Buchanan with the pick, Buchanan with the field goal, Buchanan, let's see if he kicks it out of the back of the end zone. He ought to be really tired.
He does it all, and punts.
Yeah, he ought to be tired after this series here. Here's the kick from Buchanan. It's a doozy. It'll go out the back of the end zone. McKinney North won't even try to field that.
8 yards deep into the end zone. They didn't even go back there and sniff it. It just let it go.
So with 59 seconds left to play here in the half, McKinney North will have the football. And let's hope the Mavericks can get a stop here and give up no points. So they'll start from their own, 30? No, 25.
25. I got an average on that offensive line, Chase, the last series. Finally got all their numbers, and that offensive line's averaging 245 for the Bulldogs.
So here comes Constantine, low snap. They'll hand it off. Marshall's there, makes the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 2. They'll mark it, it's going to be only a loss of 1. They'll mark it at the 24. But the clock will continue to run. That'll take us under 45. Second down and about 11 now. Constantine shotgun, one man split wide right, 2 to the left. Back to his right, takes the snap. Now he's going to throw it. Marshall trying to get some pressure. There's going to be a hold there. That pass will be completed, but it's coming back for a hold up the middle. That is clearly going to be a hold.
On the timeout situation, Chase, the Mavericks have 1 left, and the Bulldogs have 2. Like I say, I'm thinking with 30 seconds to play in that that 10-yard infraction against the Bulldogs, I would think we'll see them just maybe run the ball or take a knee and take this thing into the locker room and anticipate the receiving that second half kickoff.
Yeah, that was a hold there. The backer came late. That running back popped up there and grabbed a hold of him to keep him off Constantine. That's a 10-yard penalty. They'll mark it all the way back to the 14. So that'll bring up second down and 20 for the Bulldogs with 30 seconds to play. Constantine shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. They're going to run the sprint draw. He runs right by a Maverick, but not by the next 3. He's going to pick up a couple. They'll mark him up to about the, the 18.
And I believe that's going to be the last play of the half, Chase. I believe the Bulldogs are going to be content deep in their own end of the field. I don't think they're going to try to run another play here on 3rd and long.
Well, just like that, the Marshall Mavericks get a pick. They're able to get a field goal, and they're going to go into the half with a 24-23 lead, as that'll be it for the first half here from Marshall's Maverick Stadium. The Mavericks with the lead at halftime in what's been an offensive explosion, 24-23. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to Marshall Maverick football on the heartbeat of East Texas.
That's the
This is Matt Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford and Maverick Chevrolet in Marshall. If you're in the market for a newer pre-owned vehicle, take the short drive over to Highway 59 South and come and visit us. All of our inventory can be seen on the web at marshallford.net or at maverickchevrolet.net. With the largest discounts in East Texas, you're sure to find what you're looking for. If you haven't done business with us before, come see what you're missing. And if you have, we look forward to seeing you again soon. Marshall Ford and Maverick Chevrolet, your hometown automotive dealers.
It's time to have your heating and air conditioning units checked out. Keith Air Conditioning and Heating, where you get train equipment, quality, full service, same-day response, free estimates for residential and commercial customers. Train and Keith Air Conditioning and Heating since 1975. Keith Air Conditioning warranties all work, whether you need to repair or a new train system. Call Brian Keith, 903-935-3664. It's hard to stop a train.
It's getting hot in here.
Marshall ISD athletics programs help students achieve the highest level of success, both on and off the field, by challenging them to grow physically, intellectually, emotionally, and socially. Our athletes have access to state-of-the-art training facilities, providing them with top-tier tools needed to be successful. MISD has a rich history of developing talented athletes that have proven to be successful at the college and professional levels. Come play at Marshall ISD and find out why we take pride in our past and promise for our future.
At RRCU, you never have to worry about what's in your wallet. Just worry about what's in your mobile wallet. With RRCU's new Rewards Visa credit card, your money is safe and secure right inside your smartphone. Keep your Visa Rewards card in your smartphone mobile wallet and be ready to earn rewards with every purchase. Details at rrcu.com. Enjoy extra features like card swap and Visa purchase alerts. Your cards are always safe when they're in your RRCU mobile wallet. RRCU is federally insured by NCUA.
13,000 financial advisors, $850 billion in assets under care. How did Edward Jones become one of the biggest financial service companies in the country? By not acting that way. Financial strategies, one-on-one advice, it's a big difference. And it's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Experience the difference for yourself. Call 1-800-ED-JONES or visit edwardjones.com for a financial advisor in Marshall. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Expert Collision Center, Marshall's finest for full-service paint and body repair. All makes, all models, foreign or domestic, with lifetime warranty. Expert handles them. Expert's ASC Eye Care trained technicians handle other vehicle service needs. Auto glass replacement, alignments, frame straightening, bed liners, PDR repair. Insurance claim assistance from start to finish. Expert Collision, 1007 East End Boulevard North, next to the Dairy Queen in Marshall.
Jackrabbit Off-Road, Highway 59 South, your Polaris dealer. Right now, you can shop online. Look at it, pick it out, purchase your unit. Then Jackrabbit will deliver to your driveway. You never have to leave the house until you walk out, get on board, crank it up, and take off. Hey, you get financing too. You don't have to make a payment for 6 months, and we'll also pick your unit up, repair it, and bring it back. Jackrabbit Off-Road, your Polaris off-road dealer.
Welcome back to Maverick Stadium. This is Glenn Bickerdike, Chase Palmer, Reggie Cooper. They're tallying up the halftime stats. Thought while they do that, we'll give you some updates from around our district. Of course, here at Maverick Stadium, the Maverick took the lead into the clubhouse at the halftime, 24-23 over the McKinney North Bulldogs. Down in Nacogdoches, the Tyler High School Lions are leading the Nacogdoches Dragons 21-0 with about 10 minutes left till half down in Nacogdoches. A little surprise just across the way in Harrison County, the Hallsville Bobcats are playing the number 9 ranked Chapel Hill Bulldogs, and with about a minute 21 till half, Hallsville leads that contest 16-14. In Henderson Lions are playing host to the Jacksonville Indians, 6:14 to play until half. Henderson leads that contest 14-0. And in Kilgore, the Pine Tree Pirates, who probably going to be one of the tougher teams in our district, with 3:54 to play until half, they lead the number 7 ranked Kilgore Bulldogs 21-10. And looks like Corsicana just took a lead over White House down in Corsicana as the Tigers lead the Wildcats 6-0 as they enter the second quarter. And the only game in action last night, Texas High traveled to Forney, and they took care of business against the Jackrabbits of Forney, defeating them 34-13. So there's you a roundup from around the district. Chase, y'all still tallying up? If so, while they do that, I'll just continue to talk a little bit about the district. We, as the Mavericks, come into tonight's game 0-2, and of course they're in a battle right now with the Bulldogs from North McKinney. But you start looking ahead, the district that'll start here after, of course, the Mavericks will be off next week, and then they'll start district the following week. But when you look at where the district stands right now, I think it looks like Pine Tree and Texas High may be the favored ones. Texas High is 2-0. Pine Tree is 1-1, and everybody else in the district coming in tonight, Chase, is 0-2. Our overall district record is 3-13.
Yeah, the district is not setting the world on fire right now. Having some trouble getting in the win column. Last week, nobody won across the board. We were 0-for. But that looks a little different tonight. Got a lot of people got some leads at the half, and we'll see what happens here. Tell you what, that win last week, or that loss last week, looking better and better. Longview leads Tyler Legacy 26-10 at halftime, and I tell you, Tyler Legacy's good.
Yeah,
so
they whooped up on Lufkin, I believe, and then.
Yep, and that's a good football team. So that makes our game look a little different. So let's go ahead and give you the first half stats here. Again, our score at halftime, it's 24-23. Marshall with a 1-point lead over McKinney North. And here's your first half stats. Michael Olvera finishes 7 of 9 for 113 yards and 1 touchdown. J.Q. Davis has 9 carries for 54 yards and a touchdown. Olvera 1 carry for 2. His big man tonight has been Chi Roberson. He goes 2 catches for 81 yards, one of those being a 64-yard touchdown right there to start the football game on the second play. Ja'Cory Smith has 1 catch for 5, Phillips 2 for 8, Bo Burris 2 for 19. Marshall on the night has run 24 plays. They've got 57 yards rushing, 113 yards passing for a total yardage of 170 yards at the half. McKinney North comes in. They've run a pretty good bit more plays than Marshall tonight. They've run 39 plays. They've got 144 yards rushing, 88 yards passing, 232 yards total. Constantine, the little diminutive quarterback, but he's a good one for McKinney North. 4 of 10 for 88 yards. He's a bulldog. He is a bulldog, and he's a tough bulldog. He's a little bitty guy, 5'9", but I tell you what, he plays like he's about 6'4".
I tell you what, the thing that's impressed me about him, Chase, is the way he fakes on the handoffs. I don't know if you call it play action, but I know a lot of times, not to say that he fooled you, but I know you said he hands the ball off, and oh no, he didn't. He still has the ball and makes a pass, but he does a really good job disguising those handoffs.
And I tell you what, Glenn, looking at some of those scores that you mentioned, some that surprised me here. Kilgore is a team that many people had ranked this week. Texas football, Dave Campbell's in their weekly rankings, I believe, had Kilgore number 6 in the state, and Pine Tree leads them 21-10 right now. They're really getting after them. And as you mentioned, you've got Hallsville winning right now in the second quarter, 16-14, and you've got us hanging on to a little win here, or a lead rather. Corsicana leads White House. It's a big night here for our district. That a lot of people may get their first win of the season. We hope one of those is wearing the red and white.
Absolutely. Like I say, I looks like the district, there's going to be some disparity. I think the Texas High, they're a lot like Longview. They tend to reload. I don't recall many years where they don't put a good product on the field. So you kind of got to think, as we talk about the Mavericks, who were a young team, I have high expectations for this year, but I think certainly the next couple of years for sure. But this may not be our year to be district champs. Certainly, I think we've got a team that can make it to the playoffs. But just looking at the scores and who they played, it looked like that Texas High and Pine Tree are probably going to be the ones to gun for this year.
I tell you what, Marshall has gotten better every week as well. I know some folks that talked to John King, a coach over in Longview this week, and he said Marshall just from week 1 to week 2 got just noticeably better. And offensively, you can see Marshall's made that next step here tonight. They look much better offensively here tonight. Had a couple of issues with some penalties in the first half, but really moved the ball pretty much at will.
Yeah, I thought so. I had an opportunity just briefly to visit with our offensive line coach, Coach Lott, running into him at the locker room this week and talking about the offensive line. And, he said, the kids are working hard, and he said they're getting better every day. And one thing that I've noticed, we've talked about the first couple of weeks for not only the Mavericks but the opponents, there's been some snap issues, but overall our snapping has been pretty good, because that's where it all starts. And those kids up front, and we talk about them being young, 4 of our 5 starting offensive linemen are underclassmen. Got a sophomore and 3 juniors and a senior.
Well, if the Mavericks can hold on here tonight and pick up their first win, they will have played 3 teams much larger. McKinney North comes into this football game tonight, and this is a team that comes out of a high school that is 2,135 students. The Mavericks, about 1,450 at Marshall High School right now, so almost double the size of Marshall High School. So the Mavericks playing much stiffer competition. I think that will help them as they go into their district season.
I totally agree, and that was, I think we talked about it later in the game, but my key to the game last week when we got into it, but against Longview, my key to the game was for the Mavericks to get better. Didn't really have a lot of expectations for us to win on the scoreboard, but I think you said it last week that loss almost felt like a win.
Yeah, that did. I think they got better as a result of it. Let's see what they do in the second half. But, folks, we've got an opportunity here to see the world-famous Marshall Mavettes under the direction of Heather Hill, Assistant Director Shelby Cromines, Captain Ayanna Johnson, First Lieutenant Faith Martinez, Lieutenant Brianna Lavera, Lieutenant Kendall Bickerdike, Lieutenant Julia Carlisle, Head Social Officer Emily Olvera, Social Officers Jennifer Aguilar, Leah Allen, Camila Arias, Monse Martinez, and Daisy Luna. Their managers, Brooke Fitz, Logan Shepard, Yair Cesares, Bryden Hernandez, Anthony Monzon, and Amelie Renteria. So you see them out there if you're able to watch with us at home. Obviously, if you're listening, you won't be able to do that. But the Marshall Mavettes fixing to take the field. And, Glenn, you've got a Mavette that's special to you.
That one that's second from the right there, she is very near and dear to my heart. I tell her all the time she's my favorite daughter. She's my only daughter,
there you
but
go.
She's my favorite daughter.
Well, Heather Hill has just done a really good job with this program. It continues to grow at Marshall High School. Heather is a Mavette herself, so a lot of pride in the program from her and what she's been able to do. They just continue to get better and better, and we're just really happy to have Heather with us. Her dad, Ted Huffines, is a school board member here, longtime educator, so education runs in that family along with his wife, Angela. So you hear the Marshall fight song in the background, but we're going to go ahead and take just a minute. We're going to take a minute break. We'll be back and listen a little bit to the Big Red Pride. Marshall leads McKinney North 24-23 at halftime. You're listening to Maverick football on the heartbeat of East Texas.
I just don't know what I'm going to do about Mom. She fell last week, forgot her meds this morning. What's next?
My friend told me about Premier Home Care. They can help with all the medical needs and it's covered.
Are they good? What's their number?
Here, it's Premier Home Care at 753-CARE or 753-2273. Call so they can help Mom.
Okay, 753-2273.
With Premier Home Care, your health is your choice. Make Marshall great again with Casey Sloan Construction, the contractor that can do it all. Are you looking to expand your business building, build a new business, or build a home? Call Casey Sloan at 903-503-3733. Casey Sloan has built hundreds of commercial projects and he can even do residential buildings. He also does renovations and remodeling. Casey Sloan is your local contractor for everything. 903-503-3733. Voted #1 contractor in East Texas.
We made it. To say the last year and a half has been tough on all of us would be an understatement. But here we are, ready and excited to move forward with you. We're VeraBank, and we're excited to be here and to bring genuine bankers and modern banking to your families, businesses, and community. We invite you to come see us or get to know us better at verabank.com. Let's move forward together. VeraBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We're back here at Marshall's Maverick Stadium. Your score at the half. The Marshall Mavericks lead McKinney North 24-23 in what's been a barn burner offensively here in the first half. The Marshall Mavettes on the field. You got the Big Red Pride playing. We're going to let you listen to them here in just a moment. Let's tell you a little bit about the Big Red Pride and those that lead them. The band is under the direction of Mark Wyndham. His assistant band directors Christian Guillen, Nick Gibson, Callie De Jesus, and Carlos Maldonado. These guys do a great job. Drum majors Travis Bister, Emmanuel Martinez, and Karina Cardova. Color guard director Erica Hervey and Savannah Potter, and the color guard captains Michaela McCrae and Jeremy Fowler. And we're going to let you listen in right now to a little bit of the Big Red Pride.
Thank you for your attention. We would also like to thank our Mavette managers, Brooks, Bryden, Yair, Anthony, Logan, and Homalik. Let's hear it for the Marshall Mavettes.
Well, as we await the band, they're getting set up right now. Again, Marshall and McKinney North. We're at halftime. It's 24-23. About 8.5 minutes left to play here, or left in halftime, rather. As the Big Red Pride gets set up, we'll let you listen in to some more of them in just a second as they get set up here. Again, first half stats pretty much dead even. A little bit closer, rather, than it's been in the past several weeks. The Maverick offense with 170 total yards. McKinney North with 232. If the Mavericks can slow down North McKinney and find a way to stop the rush, Marshall may come out of here with a win. Offensively playing really well, defensively just struggling to stop that run. North McKinney up front, or McKinney North up front, big guys. They average about 285, much bigger than the Marshall Mavericks, but it's what happens when you have a big 5A school that you play against. So Marshall's first home game of the year. Again, Marshall leads McKinney North at the half, 24-23. Looks like Travis Bister and his bandmates are about to get started, so we're going to turn it back over to the Big Red Pride, let you listen into them.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, Marshall ISD presents the 2021 Marshall High School Big Red Prize. The prize is under the field direction of drum majors Travis Mister, Emmanuel Martinez, and Karina Cordova. Tonight, the band will perform part one of their contest program entitled Years. And now, the Marshall High School Big Red Prize. Put your hands together for the Marshall High School Band. Marshall of the Week is Scott King. Freshman of the Week is Walt Trula.
Well, folks, there you go, the Big Red Pride Marching Band, as we are just moments away from coming back in. About 3 minutes until we get the second half kicked off for Marshall's Mavericks Stadium. Your score, Marshall 24, McKinney North 23. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Marshall Maverick Football on the Heartbeat of East Texas.
This is Matt Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford and Mavericks Chevrolet in Marshall. If you're in the market for a newer pre-owned vehicle, take the short drive over to Highway 59 South and come and visit us. All of our inventory can be seen on the web at marshallford.net or at maverickchevrolet.net. With the largest discounts in East Texas, you're sure to find what you're looking for. If you haven't done business with us before, come see what you're missing. And if you have, we look forward to seeing you again soon. Marshall Ford and Mavericks Chevrolet, your hometown automotive dealers.
Panola College, the college of choice in the Heartbeat area. Your career begins with Panola College. Training for healthcare industry, become a certified nurse's assistant, truck driving. We have got a complete program on our main campus in Carthage, as well as our extension campus in the city of Marshall, Texas, with newly expanded facilities to meet the growing demand for college graduates. Panola College, 903-693-2067. Call them today. Certified collision and glass for auto, pickup truck.
Mavericks Stadium. Got about 2 minutes before we get the second half kicked off. The Marshall Mavericks lead McKinney North 24-23. Glenn, been pretty entertaining football game first half.
Well, a little different than the first two contests. When we traveled down to New Caney, it was 9-7 for most of the game. I believe it was into the fourth quarter before New Caney finally pulled away, scored a couple late, and then of course last week in Longview it was 7-0 going into the last play of the third quarter. Longview scored, make it 14-0. So we've not seen just a tremendous amount of offense so far out of the Mavericks or their opponent. But tonight we've got a shootout here, 24-23 as we get ready to start the second half.
Yeah, looking to kind of see what some other folks have done. I want to see how New Caney is doing because they started 2-0, and let's see right now they are pistol whipping. I mean, all over Porter. The score with 9:16 to play in the third. New Caney leads 41-7. I'm telling you, folks, that loss is going to look a whole lot better at the end of the season because New Caney's a pretty good football team.
They are, and we've talked about that Riscano kid. We've about run his name in the ground, but that kid's the real deal. He's going to have. You're going to see him on Saturday somewhere. I'm not sure where, but if he stays healthy and keeps his head straight, we talked about, I don't think the Mavericks will see a better running back than they saw in that kid.
So the Marshall Mavericks, you hear them, they're taking the field right now. Again, our score at halftime, it's 24-23. Marshall with a 1-point lead over McKinney North. We will kick, so McKinney North will start with the football. And folks, I think what everybody needs to understand that's a Maverick fan, whether you're here at the game or listening at home, is Marshall has started the football season playing 3 schools in a division classification higher than them, and they also started this season with an offense with no returning starters. That's very difficult, and we've played really well.
Yeah, like I say, you go from the struggles we certainly faced in week 1. I think they just tried to find their identity. We saw Olvera come in last week in the second half, sparked the offense. Obviously, he's gotten the start tonight. That offensive line's getting better. So I really liked the way we're going to stack up in our district. I wanted to say something, Chase, and you probably felt the same way I did. We apologize once again to our listeners for the technical difficulties we had, not being able to have a pregame and come on and talk a little bit before kickoff. But I know our listeners weren't able to hear it, but very moving moment before the game started. One of our members of the band played taps, tomorrow being the 20-year anniversary of 9/11. It's been declared Patriots Day, and they had a moment of silence after the playing of taps, and other than the road noise up on the highway, you could have heard a pin drop in this place, and it just kind of was spine-tingling to me. I don't know how. I know we were kind of moving around trying to get the equipment working, but that was certainly a very patriotic moment to me.
Yeah, really neat way to start the football game. You'll see those gestures a lot tomorrow if you watch college football. So that's a really smart thing to do, really good thing to do, and glad to see both teams participate in that before the game got kicked off. So here we go. Marshall will kick off to McKinney North. 24-23 our score. The Mavericks with the lead. Buck Buchanan will be kicking right to left. Everyone he's kicked in this direction so far has gone out of the end zone. Don't see any wind right now in the stadium. It's still as it can be. Here comes Buck with the kick, and my goodness, that one is launched. I think it's
that sucker is not only long, that was high. That was a NFL caliber kickoff there,
so
which I know he's kicking from the 40, and
but he put it on top of the A in Mavericks or in Marshall in the end zone.
And it went around the moon to get there.
Goodness gracious, he is something to watch. We're going to enjoy watching him in the future at Louisiana Tech University. So here we go. 12-minute mark start the third quarter. McKinney North will start from their 25-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. They'll take the snap. Constantine hands it off up the middle. Marshall's there, makes the tackle for a loss.
Nothing doing on that. I think that Combs, I say it is so hard to see these numbers. These red Maverick jerseys with black numbers, and we're looking through tinted glass. But yeah, it came from the left defensive end position.
Constantine telling the pub, a little pitch to the outside. Marshall will string it out. They'll make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll bring up 3rd down and 12.
Great team defense. That's the way you do it. You play your position. Combs out here, I believe that's him. out on the left defensive end. He continued to work his man outside and turn the play inside.
2 left, 1 to the right. Quickly to the line of scrimmage on 3rd and 11. Constantine with a snap, looking back to pass, has all kinds of time. He'll launch it to the outside. It will be incomplete, and Marshall will hold and force the first punt from McKinney North tonight.
Like those 3 and outs the defense produces.
He had a man out there, Glenn. He just threw it a little high and dropped it.
Yeah, if he puts it on the mark, that's a first down for the Bulldogs. But luckily for the Mavericks, it was just a tad high, and he couldn't quite make the play.
So let's see what happens here. McKinney North will be punting from their own 23-yard line, actually 24-yard line, back deep for the Mavericks. Chi-Chi Roberson, he'll stand right at his 35-yard line. Snaps have been a little bit dicey tonight for McKinney North. Let's see about this one. It's high. Marshall's going to have some pressure, and he's going to get it off. It's going to fall at the 42 and roll inside the 40. It's going to go out of bounds right about the 36-yard line, and that's where Marshall will start. Good job, Marshall defense.
I was kind of holding my breath there. We came out, you mentioned it was a high snap, and the kicker already had his foot on the ground, but we kind of ran into him. The white hat was looking at the action there, but no penalty, and great starting field position. The Mavericks will start at 36.
So the Mavericks, or the McKinney North Bulldogs, will only use 1 minute and 5 seconds on their first drive. It's a 3-and-out punt, and Marshall will start with the football at their own 36-yard line. Ball will be spotted on the right hash. 24-23, Marshall with the lead. A score here would be huge for Marshall. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Olvera in the shotgun now. He'll send the back out in motion to his left. 4 wides left. Olvera takes the snap, drops back, has plenty of time. He's going to let this one go down the sideline. Jump ball. It's caught. It's caught at the 35-yard line. They'll mark him down to the 32.
And Chi-Chi?
I believe that's Chi-Chi Roberson. Is that Chi-Chi? I believe it is. Good job, Chi-Chi. He posted him up like a basketball player.
He did. They had him out there one-on-one just on an island, and it's who's going to jump up and get it. You know, we saw that go against the Mavericks in the first half, and like I say, we did a one-on-one. As you mentioned, we had 4 receivers split out left, and Olvera throws it out there. Chi-Chi makes a great play. He's really having a standout night.
32-yard pitch and catch to the McKinney North 32-yard line. First down and 10 for the Mavericks. They'll hand it off going over right side. J.Q. Davis will make one man miss. He'll carry a Bulldog with him over the 30. They'll mark him at the 29.
It's going to be a good 4-yard gain. Just he let that hole open up, and not anything fancy, but he just stepped in there and pushed the pile, and nice 4-yard gain on first down.
Good patient run there from J.Q. Davis over the right side. So that'll bring up second down and about 6. 9:56 to play here in the third quarter. 24-23 our score. Marshall with the lead and the football at the Bulldog 28-yard line. From the right hash, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Heavy formation for Marshall. Olvera in the shotgun with the back behind him. He'll take the snap, a little pitch to the left. Now it's going to be a little razzle-dazzle, double pass, triple pass. He's got a man out there. It's going to be short. Oh, it's going to be short and picked off.
Incomplete. We got, he was wide open. That Smith. We got forced it there. It was certainly a.
Did he drop the pick? Oh, they called it incomplete. How did he not catch that?
Well, it was incomplete. To say he threw it to the wrong man. Smith was over here in the middle of the field in the end zone. I mean, literally, I thought Reggie was going to have a stroke over here. He was like, he's open, and he threw it to the man that was double covered. And
wow, so that was a triple pass. You don't see many of those. So third down and 6 here after that wild incompletion from Olvera. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Olvera drops back, looking for a man's. Got him out there. Catch will be made at the 18-yard line. He'll go down to the 15. They'll mark him at the 14. It'll be a first down.
I believe that's Andrew Phillips on the catch there. Nice throw and catch. Going to move the chains.
That was a big first down there. I don't know if that was Phillips or Bo Burris. I think that might have been Bo Burris. But I can't tell. Again, tough to get those numbers.
I think that was Phillips.
So what was that, Reggie? That was going to be a gain of, that's going to be a 14-yard gain from Olvera to Phillips.
Olvera really looking sharp throwing the football tonight.
First and 10 from the 15. 2 receivers split wide each side. Olvera pumps, drops back, has a man looking for the end zone. It's called touchdown! What a catch from Chi-Chi Roberson. I mean, that was an athletic play from Roberson in double coverage in the back left corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall.
And Olvera put it right where it needed to be. We got a penalty
Oh, my goodness, flag on the play.
Is it going to be a hold or roughing the passer?
Let's see what the call is from the White Hats. You're going to call holding on Marshall. And, oh, my goodness, that wipes out a beautiful touchdown pass.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
For those of you listening on the radio, that Chi-Chi was in double coverage, ran an out pattern to the back pylon, and Olvera stepped into the pocket, and I mean literally put it on a dime for the touchdown. And of course, the penalty's going to bring it back.
So tonight, Marshall's done a really good job not committing penalties. But tonight, a little different story, a lot of holds tonight. So first down and 20 for Marshall from the 23. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Here comes the screen play. We've got him out there to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, still on his feet, to the 5. He's going to bring a man in. He's going to carry him in. Touchdown, J.Q. Davis on the screen, and what an effort from Davis.
Wow, what a run. That little man is electric now.
I mean, he took that screen at the 20, Glenn. He made one man miss at the 15, and then he carried somebody with him 5 yards.
I tell you what, pound for pound, I'd put that guy up against anybody on the field.
Goodness gracious. J.Q. Davis, that was the perfect play call at that position, Glenn.
Way to bounce back from a 10-yard penalty. A lot of times those penalties kind of break an offense's back.
So here we go as we await the point after. Big point here. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and it is good. So with 8:40 to play here in the third quarter, Marshall extends their lead 30-23, 31-23. Stay with us. You're listening to Marshall Maverick football on the heartbeat of East Texas. We'll be back after this.
This is Matt Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford and Mavericks Chevrolet in Marshall. If you're in the market for a newer pre-owned vehicle, take the short drive over to Highway 59 South and come and visit us. All of our inventory can be seen on the web at marshallford.net or at maverickchevrolet.net. With the largest discounts in East Texas, you're sure to find what you're looking for. If you haven't done business with us before, come see what you're missing. And if you have, we look forward to seeing you again soon. Marshall Ford and Mavericks Chevrolet, your hometown automotive dealers.
Well, their Community Health Corps touchdown right there was a 24-yard screen pass. J.Q. Davis, what a run there from him on the screen. That drive goes 5 plays, 64 yards. And the Mavericks tack on 7 to take a 31-23 lead here with 8:40 to play in the third.
We scored twice on that drive, Chase.
Yes, we
only one of them counted, though.
What a pitch and catch from Olvera. I mean, he has been almost perfect here tonight, and J.Q. Davis takes it in for the touchdown. So,
go ahead, Chase.
No, get it.
I was going to say, I'm a little, I guess, kind of perplexed here, and I'm not saying nothing against Collier Sloan. He's going to be a great quarterback for us, but just what we've seen in a little over 2.5 games, Olvera, to me, is, I mean, he's a senior, but he's the standout quarterback, in my opinion.
Oh, he's played great here. Here comes the kick from Buchanan. He will put it in the Marshall High School gymnasium. It will hit on the M and go out at the back of the end zone.
Draws a spike in the basketball, on the volleyball court.
Well, that scoring summary brought to you by Kyle Dansby. That's your Kyle Dansby scoring report. And I tell you what, that Marshall Maverick offense has come alive tonight. That's a big 5-play, 64-yard drive. Huge.
And what about the defense?
Yes.
Start the half off with a 3 and out. Well, of course, one is an overthrown pass, but the 2 running plays on first and second down, a great job of shutting it down.
So 2 receivers left, 1 to the right for Constantine. McKinney North from the 25. They'll hand it off up the middle. He'll be met by a host of Mavericks. They're going to give him 2 yards, and the ball is out, but they'll say play stopped. They're actually going to give him all the way up to the 28.
I tell you what, the difficulty is in seeing these numbers. That may have been Gico, I guess, on that play. Just kind of have to go off our position sheets here to see what position it was that made the play.
So that'll bring up second down and a long 7 for McKinney North. The ball will be spotted on the right hash at the 28-yard line. 2nd and 7. Constantine, shotgun, takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. Nope, now he's going to keep it going over right side. Marshall's going to string that out, and they're going to make a tackle. Great job there. Going to be a loss of about 2, and they'll mark him back to the 26.
The defense has really stepped up, and I say stringing the play out. And keeping it to where the defenders can kind of help him out there, and that's what happened on that play.
Huge play here. Constantine shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 3rd down, about 8. They've got to get to the 35 for a first down with 7:33 to play here in the third quarter. Marshall with the lead, 31-23. Huge play for the defense. Constantine shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. They'll bring 1 man in motion left to right. Marshall will bring 4. He's going to have lots of time to throw. He's got a man. Oh, this is going to be overthrown, well overthrown. The Mavericks will force their second 3 and out on the half.
I knew what you were wanting to say. I wanted to say it for you.
Goodness gracious. And that pass was not close.
No, it wasn't. I say it was well overthrown.
Reggie Cooper says they have a total here in the second half. They've got 1 yard on 2 possessions. So they go 1 yard in 2 possessions. They're forced to punt from their own 28-yard line. Back deep will be Chi-Chi Roberson. He'll stand at the 45. Good snap. Kick's going to be straight up. Get away from that puppy. That is going to take a Marshall bounce. It'll go inside the 45. They'll mark it at the 44. And what a job by the defense. And here comes a late penalty. I mean, a late penalty. They're going to call a penalty on Marshall, I think, for having. Is that going to be a sideline warning? I think it's going to be a sideline warning on the coach. They're going to say the coach was on the field. The play was over. I mean, that's ticky-tacky.
Well, unless there was contact, it should just be a warning.
Yeah, it's a sideline warning on the sideline, on Marshall sideline, which isn't going to be anything of anything.
For this, if it happens again, they'll start marking off yardage.
But the Mav defense holds again, and that only uses 1 minute and 35 seconds. 7:05 to play here in the third quarter. Marshall will start from the McKinney North 45-yard line. We'll take it.
That punt looked like a pitching wedge chase. It up in the air with a backspin and sucked it back about 10 yards.
Yeah, about a 20-yard punt. So from the left hash, O'Vera shotgun, 2 receivers split wide each side. Davis to his right. They're going to fake it up to him. They're going to throw it to the outside to AP to the 40. Still on his feet. He'll carry 1 man inside the 35. They'll mark him at the 34.
Tell you what, good, strong running there by Andrew Phillips. Nice catch. Catches it with his hands and just he pushes up the field for about 11-yard gain right there, Reggie.
That's another first down for Marshall, and they're moving the ball here as we go under the 7-minute mark. 6:46 to play, 31-23 in the third quarter. Marshall with the lead, and the offense is moving from the right hash. 2 receivers left, 1 right. O'Vera in the shotgun. He'll bring Phillips in motion right to left. They're going to give it to J.Q. Davis coming left side. Big hole. Makes 1 man miss to the 35. They'll track him down at the 32.
I tell you what, O'Vera, I know he's not the most athletic quarterback we've ever had, but he's pretty athletic. He needs to keep that ball himself. He keeps that one right there. I think he gets some good yardage on that play. But Davis with about a 2-yard gain is going to set up 2nd and 8 for the Mavericks here as they're threatening again.
So here we go, 2nd down and 8. With 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. It's 31-23. Ball's on the left hash. 2 wide receivers split wide each side. O'Vera in the shotgun. Davis to his left. Takes the snap, drops back, going to be a little pressure. Oh, dumps it out to Davis at the 30. He makes 1 man miss. 25-20. Cuts back inside at the 15. He'll take it down to the 11. And a good little screen out to the running back.
That little guy is fun to watch. I tell you what, he is, what do we got on Davis as far as his measurements? He's 5'8". He got him at 185. Surely he's not 185.
So that's a 21-yard pitch and catch to JQ, and he takes the little dump pass to the outside down to the
11.
Well, I got him on the 12-yard line. Well, it'll be 11. 11-yard line.
Chase, you're
well, look at the sticks out there. I think they have the sticks in the wrong spot. Oh, no. 2 receivers to the right. O'Vera from the left hash. He'll bring 1 man in motion right to left. They're going to hand it off to him coming out. Here's Chi-Chi Roberson. He'll cut up at the 10, and he'll take it down to about the 6.
Oh, I thought he kept it.
Oh, if he'd have kept it, you're right.
That's what I say. That kind of play's got to be open at some point.
And that's going to still be a gain of 6. They're going to get Chi-Chi all the way down. What is that? Got him spotted at about the 6.
Yes.
Chi-Chi to the 6. So it'll be a 5-yard gain there. Is that 5 or 6, Rich? It's going to be 5.
That's 5. 2nd 5.
That's the I don't do math. That's not my thing. So 5:19 to play. 31-23 our score here in the third quarter. Marshall with the lead and the ball inside the red zone. 2nd down and 5. O'Vera shotgun, 3 receivers right. They're going to do the option. He'll take it down to the 5. Ooh, dangerous play there for O'Vera, but he'll pick up a yard.
3rd and 4 here. this, I believe, with the adjustments that our defense has made, obviously playing much better here in the second half. A touchdown on this drive, Chase, I believe that gonna make things look pretty good for the Mavericks in the win column.
I'll tell you what, let's get a touchdown here. It's a big play. Third down. The Mavericks can pick up a first down without scoring at the 1 yard line. It's 3rd down and 4 from the 5. 2 receivers split out to the right, 2 to the left. Olvera in the shotgun. He'll put Davis to his right from the left hash. Now he'll split Davis out. Hope we're going to bring him back to the lefts now. Takes the snap. Now we're looking to the left. Has some room. He does run it. He'll cut it up. I don't know. He will get the first down. They'll mark him at the 1.
Yeah, the official on the far side there, he's got him just inside the 1. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Mavericks.
If you could not tell, Reggie Cooper wanted him to run early, and he did. So he takes it over the right side, does Olvera, and he'll pick up 3.
Looks like Pilarowski's going to come in for the heavy package.
Reggie said we're going to give him 4. That's 4 yards, so we'll put him at the 1 yard line. It's 1st and goal for Marshall. 4:16 to go in the third quarter. 31-23 our score. Marshall with the lead, and they're knocking on the door here in the third. 2 receivers split to the right, stack formation. They're going to hand it off to Davis going right side. He'll walk in untouched, and Marshall will extend their lead. What a great thing to see. The defense gets 2 stops. The offense gets 2 scores. You couldn't script the second half.
That's what I say. This is talking about we're not at the end of the last chapter yet, but the story is certainly making you smile.
So 37-23, our new score, with 4:01 to play in the third quarter as we await the point after. And this Marshall Maverick offense, to say it has bolted to life would be an understatement.
Tell you what, we play like this in district, I really like our chances.
So here comes the, going to be an offsides there. Marshall's going to have the kick blocked, but that's coming back, going to be offsides. I don't think there's any, don't chase him down, Buck. Don't get tired. That's going to come back, buddy. It's going to take it all the way down to the 20. And Buck's going to make the tackle at the 6, and then we're going to come back and kick it again.
Tell me we don't have an all-world kicker.
I tell you what.
He can do it all.
He gets the kick blocked, and then he chases him down 90 yards and makes the tackle at the 10.
Tackles him one-on-one. But like you say, we're going to get another chance because they were offsides.
And the reason that was blocked is because he was already in the line of scrimmage before the snap was made. I mean, as unathletic as I am, I think I could have blocked that. So 4:01 to play. A lot of running there for nothing. We're going to come back and kick that one again.
Well, at least while Buck Buchanan is catching his breath because he's going to do the work here, he's stretching it out. I say he ran about 90 yards, as you said, to make the tackle, which was all for naught. But while we get ready to line this up again, and Chase certainly didn't pay me to say this, but I wanted to recognize his son, and not only for what he does for the Mavericks, but a lot of times a position that's often overlooked is that specialty position, the deep snapper. Sam Palmer has been our deep snapper the last couple of years, and there is very seldom that snap is not right on the mark, whether it's on the extra point or field goal or on the punt. And I say, that and your holder. I know Chichi, I think our first touchdown, he pulled one up off the turf and got it on the tee, but special teams are big, and hats off to Sam, the job he does. He puts it right where it needs to be on every snap.
Well, he enjoys doing that. It's a lot of fun. I did that a long time ago myself. So there's the snap, back down, kick is up, and it is not your usual butt kick, but it's good because he's tired.
Yeah, so another perfect snap.
That will extend the lead 38-23 with 4 minutes to play in the third. Folks, stay with us. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Marshall Maverick Football on the heartbeat of East Texas.
It's time to have your heating and air conditioning units checked out. Keith Air Conditioning and Heating, where you get...
to 23 With 4:01 to play, your Kyle Dansby scoring summary. And Glenn, we're right where we want to be going into the third.
I think this is why you play these non-district games. Kind of figure out who needs to be where. And I thought we was going to try. Surely we were trying an onside kick there, a little bluff, but now we'll line it out and kick it. But I mean the difference in our offense just in changing the quarterback. The senior comes in and he's leading this offense in a mighty way.
He has played lights out so far. Buck Buchanan, my goodness, he'll kick this one out the back of the end zone. But if Buck Buchanan is not the player of the game so far, he is making himself one fine opportunity.
I'm not going to show my cards yet. I've got 3 right now that I'm kind of leaning towards, and we may have to have multiple players of the game.
Well, he's about done it all. Got a pick, got a field goal, has played really well.
He ran 90 yards on the play that was for naught and kicks off. Now he's got to come in and play free safety.
Okay, so let's see if the Maverick defense can hold again. Constantine shotgun. Now he's going to pitch it to the right side. Big hole over there. But Marshall closes quickly. They don't make the tackle, but they do run to the ball well. It'll be a gain of about 3. They'll mark it at the 28.
I'll tell you what, I hope they run the ball. Just continue to run it and keep that clock moving down inside 3:45 now.
So it'll bring up second down and about 7, maybe 8. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Constantine shotgun with a back to his left. Takes it, he hands it off. No, he's going to keep it. Now he's looking to pass. Has a man open. If he can get it to him, it's just overthrown. Marshall was there in coverage, and that was just outside the outstretched arms of the wide receiver. He's a big, tall kid.
He did. It was right on his fingertips. I think he stretches his hands out a little bit. He maybe makes that catch.
Well, the Mavericks have a man down in that secondary. We're going to keep it right here. Nothing serious there. Looks like a cramp, says Reggie Cooper.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll update scores from the district if you'd like.
I think that's a good idea.
While we're working his cramp out. Of course, our score here, 38-23. Mavericks lead with just over 3 minutes, 3:26 to play. Tyler High School Lions are leading 30-6 over Nacogdoches. Hallsville, Chapel Hill, still same score, 16-14. Bobcats lead that. Henderson up still 14-0 over the Indians of Jacksonville. Kilgore's added a field goal. They're still trailing Pine Tree 21-13. White House has scored. They've pulled within 9-7 of Corsicana. Corsicana leading. And of course, already mentioned Texas High playing the Forney Jackrabbits last night. They won that contest 34-13. That's and one that we haven't mentioned is Mount Pleasant. They're off tonight.
So here's a big play here for Marshall's defense as the cramping Maverick will leave the field. So it's 3rd down and 7 for McKinney North from the 28-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Constantine in the shotgun with a back to his left. Marshall is going to bring some pressure here. They've got him hemmed in, but he gets loose. Can they make the tackle? They're going to get him short. Oh, that's a terrible spot.
Terrible spot.
That is a absolutely horrendous spot. They gave him the first down to the 36.
I mean, that was 2 yards off.
So 2 receivers right. Quickly to the line of scrimmage goes McKinney North. Marshall had him and couldn't get him on the ground. Up the middle goes the back. He'll carry a man across the 40 to the 42. Well, that would have been a big stop there.
Indeed.
So the clock will continue to run. They're going to go hurry up offense here with 2:59 to play in the third. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Marshall with a 15-point lead, but McKinney North with a little life. Constantine shotgun, heavy right formation. They're going to hand it right up the middle again. He'll be hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll be dropped for no gain. They're going to give him 2.
They're going to give him 2.
Going to give him 2 to the 44.
That's going to make it should be 3rd and 2. They're showing it's 4th down over there, but I believe it's just 3rd.
Yeah, should be 3rd down and 2 here. Big play if Marshall's defense can rise up and get a stop. Need to walk a man up. They're playing with that 3, now 4 down line. Constantine takes a snap, handoff again up the middle, and he'll pick the first down up easily. They'll take it up to the 49-yard line.
Clock continues to run, just over 2 minutes to play. Actually, the clock's going to stop at 2:19 as they move the chains.
Oh, Mavericks need a stop here. Got to keep him out of the end zone. If you keep him out of the end zone here and score, that may be too much. 38-23 our score. Constantine shotgun, 2 right, 1 to the left, wide receivers. They're going to fake the handoff up the middle. Now he's looking to throw. He's got a man out there, sails it high, and it'll be incomplete.
I think he just hit his teammate over on the sideline. Looked like he hit him in the shoulder pad. I mean, he threw a dart over there. Very uncatchable pass.
Marshall had a man back there, and he kind of turned around and thought the play was over. If he just reached out, he'd have sacked him. So 2 receivers right, 2nd and 10. Constantine shotgun. Now they're going to hand it off again up the middle. He gets loose, but a good tackle made there at about the 47.
I believe that's a new runner. That's like number 20, wasn't it?
That's a good tackle there, and there's going to be a timeout on the field. Marshall will take a timeout. We're going to keep it right here because it's going to be 3rd down and about 6.
That was number 20, Elijah Alexander, on that carry for the Bobcats, the 185-pound senior.
That's it. The Bulldogs, I'm telling you, they've come to play tonight. They're running the ball well.
Well, they are, and they've got a big team. I tell you what, you look up and down this lineup, I shared what the average offensive line was at 245, but they've got that big kid, wide receiver number 11. I guess got some kids, a lot of kids over 200 pounds, 275, 290, 275, 285.
So let's see here what Marshall does on defense here. Marshall really needs to get a stop here.
I tell you what, we may be in 4-down territory for the Bobcats.
All right,
the
so
Bobcats, the Bulldogs.
Here we go, 3rd down and about 7 maybe. 2 receivers split wide each side. Constantine drops back. Now he's going to throw it to the outside on the screen, and he's going to pick up the 1st down to the 40, right at the 40-yard line. It'll be another 1st down for the Bulldogs. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Here we go. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Constantine will be in the shotgun from the right hash. They're quickly going now to the line of scrimmage. Takes the snap, drops back, is going to keep it. Quarterback keeper, and I'll tell you what, we cannot get him on the ground. He'll pick up 8, almost 9.
He's like a water bug out there. He just tucks the ball and just jukes and jibes, and like I say, he looked like nothing into 8 yards.
2nd down and 2 now for the Bulldogs from the Marshall 32. They're going to throw the quick pass to the outside, and we hit him, but we don't tackle him. And he's going to juke 4 or 5 Mavericks to the 20, to the 15, to the 12. And oh my goodness, I mean, had him dead to rights.
Oh, absolutely. That's Elijah Alexander again. I'm sorry, Xavier Richardson on that play for the Bulldogs.
It's going to be a gain of 20 when it should have been a loss of 2. Low snap.
He's down.
Yes, and the low snap's going to drop his knee. That's going to save Marshall there. They'll mark it at the 26. No, 16. Loss of 4. Holy smokes.
Yeah, we talk about the importance of those snaps. He had to go down and get it, and fortunately for the Mavericks, the quarterback, when he picked it up, he had his knee on the ground.
Marshall's going back to 3 down linemen, and we're getting toasted at the line of scrimmage. Here we go. Run it right up the middle again. We cannot run that 3 down. They are mowing us down at the line of scrimmage. They'll take it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 7. Huge gain for McKinney North. With 31 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter, it's 38-23. We got to get out of that 3-man front. Constantine in the shotgun again. 2 receivers, 3 receivers right. They're going to take it, hand it off up the middle. He'll make 1 miss. Marshall finally gets him on the ground at the 5.
It's going to be 4th down. They didn't get the first, but I can assure you they're going to be going for it.
Huge play right here for Marshall's defense. Everybody out there is exhausted. I mean, this is a huge play here from the 5. They need the 3 for a 1st down, and that'll end the 3rd quarter. We will go to the 4th quarter, 38-23. Stay with us. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Marshall Maverick Football on the Heartbeat of East Texas.
If you love your high school, Texas Bank & Trust has a great new way to show your Bandemonium. It's with the new Texas Bank & Trust High School Bandemonium Visa check cards. These cards have high school colors and mascots from many East Texas schools. Use the Bandemonium card for your normal everyday purchases and show your school spirit at the same time. Texas Bank & Trust Bandemonium Visa check cards. The one card fans demand. Texas Bank & Trust. Strength, stability, service, and Bandemonium cards.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Well, folks, as we go into the 4th quarter, the biggest play of the football game so far. It's 38-23, Marshall with the lead. McKinney North with the football at the Maverick 5-yard line. They need the 3 for a 1st down. It's 4th down and 1.5 yards. I mean, it says 2, and I'm not sure it's a full 2. But I tell you, this is a huge play right here, Glenn.
I tell you what, you got to bring your big boys in. You got to anticipate that they're going to just ram it down your throat.
Yeah.
They're going to get one of those big backs and they're going to try to pick up. It's probably a long yard, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, we got to get everybody at the line of scrimmage here, and if they beat us some other way other than running, so be it.
Yeah.
38-23, 15-point lead for Marshall. Constantine, 4th down and 2 from the Maverick 5 in the shotgun, takes it. He's going to keep it going over right side. Marshall not.
That's coming back.
That's going to be a chop block. That's coming back. That was a man. That's going to be a chop block because the wide receiver came underneath the tackle. Yeah, that's a chop block. That's coming back.
And that's 15 yards.
That's a huge penalty on 4th down.
I suspect that they're probably going to down by 15. You would think they may think about a field goal here.
Well, that was a huge penalty because, and we had a man there. Marshall was about to string that out, and then you see a guy get cut down while he was engaged, and that's the penalty action.
And that's saying that you can get a kid hurt. Like say you're engaged like that, and someone out of nowhere just takes your knees out from under you.
Well, that's a huge, huge penalty. So instead of 4th down and 2, that would have been a touchdown. That's going to move the ball all the way back to the 21-yard line.
Like I say, looks like they're still going to go for it. Like I say, the Mavericks get a stop here.
Just keep them short of the 3. All we got to do is keep them short of the 3. So 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Constantine in the shotgun. Middle of the field is the spot. He'll bring 1 man in motion left to right. Constantine drops back. He's gotten some pressure. Got a man out there. He's running to the right. He throws it to the corner of the end zone. It's picked off. And for some reason, he's going to run him out. He's coming to this side. He's got the 5-yard line. He's got the 10-yard line. He'll mark it about the 8. That's one you just knock it down.
You knock it down or you take a knee. Well, you knock it down because I say the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's one you'll talk about in the film room, but nonetheless, they don't score, and Marshall will have the football at their own 9.
It is time for that Maverick offense to run the football. We need to give it to Davis. Secure the ball. Let's run this clock. We've got 11:33 to play. Pick up some first downs.
Yeah, that drive took 4.5 minutes, and McKinney North comes away with no points. So 1st down and 10 for Marshall. 2 receivers to the left, stack formation. Olvera in the shotgun with J.Q. Davis behind him. They'll give it to him going over left side. He'll kind of piece his way through there. Not much running room. He'll pick up a yard at the 10.
I tell you what, Olvera, I don't know if you noticed on that after he handed it off, he pulls that thing out of Davis's gut. And I'm assuming that he's got that option. And he comes around in here, probably easily makes the first down.
Yeah, I think you may see that here in just a minute. But Marshall's going to use a lot of time on each one of these possessions with 11 minutes to play here in the game.
I wouldn't snap the ball. That thing's down probably inside 6 or 7 seconds.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Olvera shotgun with JQ to his left. Ball is on the right hash. They'll hand it off to JQ coming this side. He'll make 1 man miss. He'll stay on his feet. He'll cross the 10. They'll mark him up to the 13. Be a gain of only 3.
But the big thing on that play, the clock continues to move.
Well, I'll tell you what, Marshall really needs to pick up a first down here, though, Glenn, as we go under 10.5 left to play. First down here would be huge.
Oh, it would. I tell you what, I would run that same play I ran on first down, and instead of handing it to Davis, I'd get Olvera to keep it here. And I think, 6 yards?
Marshall doing a really good job of using a lot of the play clock on each possession. This should take us down to 10 minutes left to play. 38-23 our score. Marshall with the lead and the football, but from their 13-yard line. They need the 19 for a first. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Olvera drops back to pass. Has a man first down.
That ought to be a penalty right there. It should be.
That's a great catch there. That's Bo Burris. He'll make the catch at the 23, and that'll be enough for a Marshall first down.
I tell you what, he catches the ball, and he's on the turf, and that guy just comes down and didn't really spear him, but he put a little pounds on him there.
That's a 10-yard pitch and catch from Burris, or Olvera to Burris. So it's first down and 10 for Marshall at their own 22-yard line.
And the clock is rolling.
9:39 left to play. 38-23 our score. Marshall with the lead. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Olvera shotgun. Here comes the fake handoff. They're going to throw this one out. It's going to be caught by Burris, and he'll go out of bounds after a gain of about nothing.
Actually, I really don't understand that. You gain no yards and you just stop the clock.
You don't see many passes complete for no yards, but there's one right there.
Well, that was a dangerous play. I mean, I kind of held my breath. That ball's in the air. There was a defender over here that I was hoping wasn't going to step in front of the ball, because that's the last thing you wanted, 6 the other way.
So here we go, 9:28 to play, 38-23, first or second and 10 for the Mavericks. 2 receivers left, 1 right. They're going to hand this off to J.Q. Davis. He'll put his foot in the ground. He'll come back right side. He'll cross the 25. He'll carry a man with him. They're going to mark him at the 27. Let's see where they mark that. I think they're going to mark him at the 27. So that'll be a gain of about 5. Third and 5. That's a good down in distance there for the Mavs. We'll take it under 9 minutes to play. 38-23 our score. Marshall with a 15-point lead and the football. Ooh, a first down here would be big.
It would be real big.
From the right hash, 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Olvera in the shotgun. J.Q. Davis to his left. Mavs need to get to the 32. Drops back looking to pass. Has a man across the middle. Not caught. From the flag.
He's going to have pass interference. Yeah.
Everybody was interfering.
Yeah.
I mean, flags came from everywhere.
Chi Robertson was the intended receiver coming across the middle on a. Is that what they're going to call?
I hope so. I mean, I would think so. Either one will take. Holding on the defense. That'll be an automatic first down, and Marshall will keep possession. That's huge. That'll march us all the way up to the 37.
We'll certainly take that. That's going to get the clock rolling again here with 8:39 to play. The Mavericks with a new set of downs.
Boy, there's been a lot of penalties in this football game.
I tell you what, a whole bunch. And I hope we clean that up before we go to Pine Tree in a couple of weeks.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. 8:39 to play. 38-23 Marshall. Olvera shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off to Davis coming right side. He'll cross the 40.
Stay in bounds.
And he'll go out of bounds. Let's see where they're going to call it. Did they put him out of bounds? Yep, we're going to stop the clock at the 42.
J.Q. Davis on the carry for Marshall.
He's almost a 5 yards a pop.
Mm-hmm.
Every time he carries, it's 5 yards.
Tell you what, I'm real proud of the job the offensive line's doing. Just how much they've matured just in a couple of weeks. I think I mentioned earlier that conversation with Coach Lotz. He said, we're getting better every day, and I see it.
And it's his 4th offensive line in as many weeks. He's had to move some people around because of injuries and other things. 2 receivers left, 1 right. They're going to hand it to Davis again, coming right side, big hole. He'll carry a guy with him, and he'll carry him across the sticks, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Why are you back here?
Reggie Cooper. Reggie, there you go. He got it right, Reggie. He moved. He moved. Up to the 48. Reggie is getting hot up here.
We have to give Reggie a peel.
That's another first down.
I'm gonna rub his shoulders here.
That's 6 yards.
He's wanting the Maverick win just as bad as all of us up here.
That's 6 yards there. The clock continues to run. We'll go under 8 minutes at Maverick Stadium. Our score, Marshall 38, McKinney North 23, and the Mavericks starting to churn out some first downs, their 3rd of this drive. Stack formation right. They'll bring 1 man in motion. Olvera's going to hand it to Chi going over left side, trying to make the corner, and he's not going to. He'll lose a yard.
That's just stay in bounds. Like I say, there's nothing really there. Just turn it in, keep it in between the big, thick white lines, and keep the clock rolling.
Tell you what, Glenn, you get another first down. We're at 7.5 to play. McKinney North may fold the tents. I mean, they're already looking a little winded. That would maybe take the wind out of the sails there.
Well, and we've not seen the type of offense out of McKinney to where, not say that they can't, but they're not really built probably to put together 2 drives. I mean, assuming that we don't score again, so they've got to have a 2-point conversion on one of those as well.
Marshall will go to the line of scrimmage here with 4 seconds left on the play clock, 3 seconds left. Will we get it off? We do. What a great job on using the play clock. We set up the screen. Nothing going to be there.
On the football.
They're going to mark us at the 46-yard line, but that's a great job from McKinney North.
McKinney's going to use one of their timeouts here to stop the clock on 3rd down.
So that'll be a minus there, 1 yard loss on the screen. Who was that caught that?
That was Phillips.
Phillips on the screen, okay. So there's a timeout on the field. We're going to take it. Well, we're going to stay right here. 6:52. I don't think this is going to be a long one.
Well, I'll just update the scores while we're sitting here waiting for the timeout. Of course, we know the score here, 38-23, as we look at the 5A district, Region 3, District 9 is what we're in. Tyler High continues to smoke the Dragons 30-6. Chapel Hill pulling away from the Bobcats over in Hallsville 28-16. Still 14-0 Henderson over Jacksonville. Looks like that second half is just getting started. Kilgore's in a battle with Pine Tree. Pine Tree leading 28-19. Wildcats still at White House still trail 9-7 at Corsicana.
So here we go, big play here, third down and about 12 for Marshall. They've got to get down to the 42-yard line of McKinney North for a first down.
Do you run it or throw it here, Chase?
I get the first. Let's throw this sucker. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, ball on the right hash. You get a first down here, you're going to take it down under 4 minutes probably. Probably that's the football game. 38-23 our score, the Mavericks with a 15-point lead.
I think they're trying to reset the play clock is what it looks like. It's at 38 seconds.
Reggie Cooper says, throw the ball, they can't cover us. So the question is, where's Chi-Chi? Find Chi-Chi, and that's probably where the ball's going. So you got 2 receivers split wide to the left. You got 2 to the right. Ball's on the right hash. Chi-Chi down here on the short side. He'll be the outside man short side. You got Smith, outside man on the heavy side, or the wide side rather. So you got Smith and Phillips left. You've got Burris and Roberson right. You'll have Chi-Chi, or you'll have Olvera in the shotgun.
There we go.
Davis
We finally
next to
got
it.
40 seconds back on the play clock. We're fixing to wind it, get to rolling here.
All right, here we go, Glenn. Big play here. Third down and 12 for Marshall. Olvera in the shotgun, again from the right hash. Takes the snap, drops back. They'll bring a little blitz. Good job there picking that up. The ball's going to be short, and they could have called pass interference there. No call. It'll fall incomplete.
I think they were just, it was kind of any man's ball there. They were just kind of fighting for it. Probably a good no call. I'd certainly like to have had that call. I'm a Mavericks fan.
Yeah, he was looking for Chi-Chi.
They were looking for Chi-Chi, but, if it had been the other way around and they'd have called that against the Mavericks, I certainly wouldn't have been very happy.
So with 6:48, that'll stop the clock. 6:48 to play in the ball game. 38-23, the Mavericks will punt it back, but they have the ball for a long time. That'll be a 12-play drive. Good snap. Good kick from Buck's going to hit. Let's see if it's going to roll. Oh, I can't believe he fielded that at the 15. He'll be thrown out of bounds right there, and that's where McKinney North will start.
They're going to have a long field.
So, with 6:37 left to play here in the football game, McKinney North will start from their own 15-yard line. And if the Mavericks can get another stop here, this ball game is probably over.
I would agree with that, Chase. And you would think that they're going to throw the football, even though they have had pretty good success running it.
So let's see if Marshall can keep McKinney North out of the end zone in the second half. Stack formation right, split wide right, 1 left. Constantine in the shotgun. They'll hand it off up the middle. Tackle will be made behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 2.
I don't understand that call on their part. That was just a kind of a give it to the big man, see what he can do. And he's going to lose 2.
Well, that's their bread and butter, running the football, but that's good for Marshall. Second down, they're going to give him 2nd and 11. Constantine pitches it outside. Marshall strings this one out really well. The pursuit is good. They'll make the tackle across the 15. They'll mark him at the 18.
Kudos there to Jico McCoy stringing that out at the defensive end position. He just continued to work his guy outside and turn the play inside.
So we got to run the ball or throw the ball here on 3rd and 8. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Constantine drops back. He will throw. Marshall, no pressure. This got a man wide open, and he overthrows him. Oh, my goodness.
How did we blow that punch? Man, that was running back. That was Richardson again. I guess he was split out wide, but he's been playing running back tonight, but that would have been disastrous.
That was smooth. No one was near him. That was a touchdown, and it was just a little bit overthrown. Oh, my goodness.
He takes about a foot off that throw, and that's 6 points for McKinney. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
So 4th down, Constantine drops back, looking to pass. Got a little bit of pressure. The pass is going to be I don't think he caught it. He hit the ground, and that's going to be Marshall Maverick football at the 18. They called incomplete.
The kid coach over there, he is throwing his head on the ground. He is upset.
Well, the pass was out there to Kyler Moore, and he said Moore got his hands underneath it. Was that the linesman out there? Who's that out there?
Yeah, on the visitor side, that's going to be the head linesman.
He said the ball bounced and he didn't get his hands underneath it. Boy, McKinney North's coach is wearing him out.
I thought it was a great call.
Yeah, well, we'll take it. So that's a turnover on downs. Would have been enough for the first down, but instead Marshall will have the football with 5:32 to play at the McKinney North.
Protect the football. That's all we need here. Protect the football and keep it in bounds.
So from the 18-yard line, Marshall's score here would do it. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Olvera drops back looking to pass, has some room to run. He's not going to. He's going to throw this one in the end zone. It'll fall incomplete.
I guess I don't understand that.
Well, I thought he could have run a little bit there.
Well, I mean, that's what he should have done. When there was not an open receiver, he should have kept it in bounds, got some positive yardage. I guess they're almost feeling that this is a free series. Turn it over on downs on their end of the field.
And they may be looking and thinking, from right here, Buck could make this. So let's take a shot. So from the 18-yard line, it'll be 2nd down and 10 for Marshall. 5:24 to play in the football game. It's 38-23 Mavs. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right from the right hash. Olvera shotgun with Davis to his right. He'll hand it to Davis. He'll go over the right side, puts his foot down. He'll cross the 15. He'll take it to the 10. What a run from Davis.
Davis on the carry for Marshall.
Tell you what, I sure enjoy watching him run. I think he's gonna have a great district run when we get into district play. We got another McKinney player down.
I'll tell you what, Glenn, I was talking to Coach Lottinger, the running back coach, and he's described him from day one. He said he's a 1,000-yard back. The kid is a 1,000-yard back. It's going to be interesting to see tonight what his line is. Don't think he's going to get to 100, but he's going to be close. And he does a good job putting his foot in the ground and going up.
He does indeed. And like I say, and he's gotten a lot of yards on his own.
Yeah.
I mean, the offensive line has done a great job tonight, but he's made some good runs where he's just kind of bounced outside and, like you say, put that foot down and misdirection, go the other way,
and that's not anybody can do that. I mean, he's taken off and everybody's trying to play him wide because of his speed. He puts that foot in the ground and you over pursue. I mean, that's tough.
Yeah, I'm kind of a Barry Sanders type runner.
Yeah, just real impressed tonight from JQ and this season. But he's done a yeoman's job tonight. Now, big play here. It's going to be 3rd down, about 2. They've got the ball spotted right at the 10-yard line. 5:14 to play in this one. 38-23, a first down here. Glenn, you think you got 2 downs here? You get 2 downs to get 2?
Well, you've got a 15-point lead. I kick. If I don't make it, I kick the field goal. Then they've got to score 3 times.
So here we go. We got 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. We've got the heavy package in. Andrew Phillips will be to the right. Olvera will be in the shotgun. Davis is going to be to his right. So let's see. They're walking out. I'm not sure what's going on.
Well,
so let's see here. Marshall's.
Well, the first thing that should happen, the clock should wind on the ready for play, and if I'm the Mavericks, I'm going to sit there until it's down to about 5 seconds.
Yeah, there's a 40-second play clock. You're exactly right. That'd get you down to 4.5. I don't know what we're waiting on.
I really don't know either. Unless they're trying to adjust the game clock, the officials are looking at the game clock, so I'm guessing that they're probably going to put time on the clock.
So right now it's 5:14 left to play. Again, our score, Marshall 38, McKinney North 23. And this would be a huge win for this Maverick program. Offense has struggled the last several weeks, but not tonight. They played really well. And I am just perplexed.
I say that's the only thing it can be. The play clock's at 40, so it's not the play clock. Well, actually, no, it wasn't a timeout. It was an injury. Oh, it is. They're getting to 25. They're going to 25. Now they're going to roll the clock. No, they put 5:18 on the game clock.
So 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Olvera shotgun. He's going to throw this one up to the corner. He dropped it.
Incomplete.
Smith had it, and he just dropped it. Hit him right in the hands.
And we're going to have a flag.
Going to be roughing the passer. No, that's going to be a hold. That's going to be a hold.
Well, there was something happened here between.
That's all kinds of crazy stuff happened on that play. Well, that's a second one or the third one tonight. Hit Smith right in the hands, just not able to bring it in.
Our left tackle, Connor Haggerty, he and the right defensive end were kind of mixing it up over there. They were on the ground. I'm not sure if this is going to be an unsportsmanlike or.
If it is, and it's on McKinney North, and that's a first down, their coach over there may have a stroke on the sideline.
Well, the white hat is talking to their coach, so I'm thinking it's going to be on us.
5:11 to play. That would be a huge penalty right there. I would think they would take that and try to get us out of field goal range. That's a personal foul on Marshall. Not able to hear what that is. That's going to be declined. Ooh, that is mind-boggling there.
I tell you what, I'm kicking the field goal here. You give me an 18-point lead. I mean, they've got to score 3 times.
Yeah, I can't believe you don't take the penalty and try to at least move him back.
Yeah. Well, here maybe they know the type of kicker we've got, but we're going to get to see Buck Buchanan, in my opinion, put this game out of reach.
So here we go. Ball is spotted right at the 11-yard line. So it's going to be a 26-yard field goal.
27, I believe it's.
27.
It's on the 17.
Here's the snap. It's low. Good job from Chi-Chi getting that down. The kick is up, and it's good. Good job, Chi-Chi Roberson. And that'll extend Marshall's lead 41-23 with 5 minutes to play. Folks, stay with us. You're listening to Marshall Maverick Football on the heartbeat of East Texas. We'll be back right after this.
Marshall ISD athletics programs help students achieve the highest level of success, both on and off the field, by challenging them to grow physically, intellectually, emotionally, and socially. Our athletes have access to
Back here at Mavericks Stadium, I'm Chase Palmer, Glenn Bickerdike, Reggie Cooper, Topher Patty, Alec Reyes. Got everybody up here.
Well, we were at the break. I just flipped over on Facebook, and if you know Matt Paul, his son, who will be one of our starting safeties when he returns from injury, but he puts Buck Buchanan's first half. 3 extra points, 1 field goal, 3 kickoffs for touchbacks, 1 40-yard punt, 3 tackles, and 1 interception.
Pretty good.
That's a pretty good night.
So Buck gives us a 3-point advantage additional, 41-23 our score now with right at 5 minutes left to play. Buck's going to be kicking off left to right. Will Mr. Buchanan. Here comes the kick from him. It's a dandy. They won't even try to go do anything with this. It goes into the back of the end zone. That's pretty funny when your kicker's so good they kick it and both upbacks just start walking back to the sideline.
Yeah. I tell you what, he is fun to watch. You know, we talk a whole lot about the offense and defense. We've mentioned a few things here about special teams, but you think about what the special teams have done tonight. We've had a couple of field goals.
Yep.
So, you know, we've had just, I guess, that 1 punt. It was we've had a couple of punts and had a return kickoff for a touchdown. I mean, special teams have played a huge part in this game.
So North McKinney will start from their own 25. Here comes the pass outside. Got a guy wide open at the 30 to the 35. He turns the corner, runs out of bounds. I mean, that was almost 88 out the gate for him. They'll mark him all the way to the 41. It's going to be what's that, 11? That's a 16-yard gain, rather. Ooh. That's a first down and 10, and I think we're going to go really quick here, Will McKinney North.
Like I say, we certainly now we have the luxury of having a 3-score lead, so we can breathe a little easier.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Marshall will walk one up to the line of scrimmage. Constantine drops back looking to pass. He's chased out of the pocket. He'll dump it out to the outside, dropped at the 50. Bring up 2nd and 10.
Like I say, they've pretty much got to throw the football now. I know they've relied heavy on that strong running game with that big offensive line and those big backs, but of course when you do that, stay within the lines and keep the clock moving. They're going to have to probably throw the football the rest of the night here.
3 receivers right, 1 to the left from the 41. Constantine shotgun, drops back, looking to his right. He's going to be pressured. Now get out of the pocket. Off he goes to the 35, still on his feet. He's going to throw it underneath. Good play there. It's tipped and incomplete.
Who's that on the coverage out there? I hate these black numbers on red jerseys.
That's Perkins.
That's Perkins.
Yeah, good job there from James Perkins. Duty. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10, back to the 41. 4:38 to play here in the football game. 2 right, 1 to the left for McKinney North. Marshall's going to be offsides here. They were coming on a blitz free play. Just throw this one up. It's going to be picked off, but it'll come back.
It'll come back. Going to repeat third down. It's going to be 3rd and 5 instead of 3rd and 10. Certainly 4-down territory.
Yeah, the Mavs bring in a blitz, and somebody just got in there a little bit too fast.
Little anxious.
So 4:30 to play in this one. The Mavericks lead 41-23. The defense so far here in the second half, they've kept McKinney North out of the end zone. So 3rd down and 5 for McKinney North from their own 46. 2 right, 1 to the left from the left hash. Constantine shotgun, low snap, picks it up, looking, he's going to get this one out. Got a man open, drops it at the 50.
Chase, if the Mavericks can put another touchdown up on the board, it'll be within 1 point of last year's exact score.
Wow.
It's 41-23 right now. Last year's score was 48-22.
Here we go. Let's see here. 4th and 5. Big play here for the defense. 2 wide receivers split wide right, 2 to the left. They'll bring one man in motion. Snap is down. It was low. This one is going to almost be picked off, but that doesn't matter. McKinney North will turn it over on downs on the bad snap. And the defense holds again, Glenn. That's every possession this half.
That's been just a fantastic job by the defense. I think we're going to see Collier Sloan come in here, little cleanup action. At least he's out there with his helmet on, and I think rightly so. This is where you bring your sophomore in, let him get a little work. And I tell you what, you know, we talk about the night that Olvera has had, Robertson has had, certainly Davis. I tell you what, you got to put Olvera in that conversation. She's talking about the game ball.
Boy, he's played great.
He's played great. He's given this offense a spark.
So here we go. It'll be Marshall's football, 1st down and 10 from the 46-yard line of McKinney North. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Here goes Davis. Now that's going to be Andrew Phillips.
Andrew Phillips.
And he will carry some Bulldogs over the 40. They'll mark him down to the 38.
I think we'll see a lot of that on this drive right here.
It's going to be a gain of how many for Phillips? Going to give him 8. Good run there from Phil. I'll tell you what, Phillips is a load. I mean, he is a load.
A lot of our listeners out there may not know, but what I think is one of the best moves that our current athletic director, Jake Greedle, as soon as he took over the helm as head football coach and athletic director, he brought in Coach Rob Phillips to be our strength and conditioning coach. And he works not just with our male athletes, but also our female athletes. My daughter, was mentioned as a Mavericks, also plays softball. You know, those girls, volleyball players, basketball players, track. We've got a phenomenal weight room. My son that's at Baylor, he's been up here and seen it. He said it's better than probably a lot of Division I schools. He said it's first class, and Coach Rob is responsible for that.
So here we back to action. 2nd down and 2 from the 38. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. They're going to give this one to Davis. He'll hit it right across the 35. He'll carry some dogs with him to the 30. They're going to mark him at the 29, and now Marshall just pretty much doing whatever they want to.
Well, the ball came out. I think obviously he was down, but
yeah, I think he was
thinking,
down.
and the coaches was thinking they have it too.
I think he was down. Nobody else is going to give him the football, I don't think. Let's see.
No, they are. They're going to give it.
Oh my goodness.
The line judge over here on our side, I guess he decided, well, probably the right thing to do, so he's going to give the ball to McKinney.
First fumble of the night. J.Q. Davis fumbles after a gain of what, 12, Reggie? Got 9 there and then fumbled. We were in a position to run it out. 3:38 left to play in the game, 41-23. And McKinney North with a little life from their own 23.
Just a faint heartbeat at that.
Well, we're going to have to get another stop.
They got to put a score up about every minute.
Oh, Marshall doesn't have enough folks out there on this. So
that was a hold.
Seabiscuit is going to get in there, chase the quarterback to the right. He's going to run out of bounds at the 20. That's a 31, 32, but that's a holding.
Yeah, we're going to move that back 10 yards. That was a definite hold. Seabiscuit, they opened the gates, and he came running through, and they tried to throw everything at him to keep him away from the quarterback.
Yeah, I think that was the big left tackle, number 61, Jesus Varela. 275 pounds. He just kind of held on for dear life and still didn't get him down.
he held him and just barely slowed him down.
Yeah, so that's a 10-yard penalty. That's going to move them inside. Let's see where they put this. I'm telling you, there have been a ton of penalties tonight. Reggie's he's gonna have to count with his toes.
Obviously, he's going to take his shoes off and use his toes to count all those penalties up.
All right, that's going to spot the ball back to the 19-yard line here.
Reggie's jockeying for an assistant.
1st and 10 from the 19. Stack formation right for McKinney North. Constantine in the shotgun. He'll hand it off going over right side. Makes one man miss. He'll make a couple of Mavericks miss and carry him up to the 35. They'll mark him at the 36. That'll keep the clock running.
Yeah, we're going to keep the clock running. Those are the best words we can say. Roll clock, roll.
2nd down and 3. Stack formation right. Constantine takes it. He'll hand it off up the middle again. He'll be hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll be dropped. Might be short. Let's see if where they're going to mark him. Might be just short of the 1st down.
Yeah, the line judge over here, he's stopping the clock. Well, I don't know. I guess they're going to do it 3rd down.
Going to mark him a yard short. So here's the snap back. Constantine's going to throw this. He'll tuck it and try to run. He'll be caught from behind, but he'll get he's going to get the 1st down at the 40.
As soon as they move the chains, they should get the clock rolling. It's already rolling. They've got the chains moved.
Stack formation right. Constantine shotgun. Handed off going up the middle, and he'll be chased by a Maverick, but he'll get out to the 50. They'll mark him at the Marshall 48.
Stop the clock again on the 1st down.
That'll be enough for a 1st down, and Marshall needs to try to get a stop here as we go under 2.5. Constantine shotgun again. They'll hand it off up the middle again. Gal pick up a couple of yards across the 45. They'll mark him at the 42.
I believe they've raised the white flag. I believe they've surrendered. Just running the football, even though they're having some success, it's not going to work to get 3 scores here in just over 2 minutes.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Constantine on 2nd and 4. Fakes the handoff, drop back, looking to pass. Got a man deep, and he's going to overthrow him. Just barely.
Well, he has had several passes tonight that he has been just beyond his grasp.
Really, really good pass there, and a big wide receiver not able to get that one brought in. That's number 11, 6'3", 180 pound. A lot of juniors on this North McKinney squad, so they'll bring up 3rd down and just about 4 for them. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Constantine with the snap, going to throw it out on the screen, wide open to the 40. Oh, good job there. It's on the tackle, but he'll pick the 1st down up to the 36.
Down under 2 minutes now, to minute 55.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Constantine on 1st and 10 from the Maverick 36. Fakes the handoff, looking deep, looking to throw. Now he'll be pressured. He'll just throw this one away.
That young man's got to be tired. He's been running for his life here in the 2nd half.
Well, he's played really well, too.
He has.
So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. 1:47 left to play here. 41-23 our score. Marshall looks to get the win tonight. 2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Constantine quickly to the outside, and it's almost picked off. How would you describe that play right there, Glenn?
The almost interception?
He bumped into him and fell, and the ball hit him, and he fell over, and almost intercepted him.
Yeah, it's almost like it knocked him down. I think it hit him in the shoulder pads.
So 3rd and 10 from the 36. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Constantine fakes the handoff. Now he's going to throw. He's hit right when he throws it, but it's complete to the 20. Still on his feet to the 15. Tackle will be made at the 12. That'll be a 1st down.
That's the 6'3", 180-pound Corbin Hendricks, wide receiver. 24-yard gain on that play.
1st and 10 from the 20, or from the 14. 12, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. They're going to throw it to the corner of the end zone, touchdown. And Marshall will give up a touchdown with 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the football game. The first points McKinney North has scored in the 2nd half.
And we can certainly expect an onside kick here. That's going to close the gap to 41-29, the extra point, make it an 11-point lead.
That was a 10-play drive from McKinney North. I think that kick's going to be no good.
Yeah, he hooked that thing to the right.
We'll just keep it right here. We don't have much longer here, folks.
Well, what that does, I mean, you think, well, that's, of course, we've got just over a minute to play, but that forces them to score 2 touchdowns. They could have potentially make that extra point. A touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal ties the game. Now they've got to have 2 scores to think about winning the game. Most certainly going to see an onside kick here. The hands team is out there. You look at those those single-digit numbers and wide receiver type numbers in the 80s. There's not going to be any brick hands out there on this return.
So the Mavericks give up their first points of the second half with 1:16 to play here in the football game. That 10-play, 81-yard drive resulted with a 12-yard touchdown catch to the left corner, but the extra point is no good. So Marshall's lead still looks safe, Glenn, on your Community Health Corps touchdown there and your Cal Dansby recap of that.
Well, like I say, if the Mavericks can return, the ball's got to travel 10 yards before the kicking team can touch it. So we'll see what happens here. Probably going to kick it into the turf.
First down, or if you get the ball, you ought to be able to run the clock out. So here we go. The onside kick coming. It's coming to the Mavericks sideline. That's where they're going to punch kick it. Everybody's lined up down there. Here it comes. It'll be easily fielded by the Mavericks.
That was Chichi, wasn't it?
That's number 4 for Marshall.
Oh, that's Davis then.
Yep. Easily fielded by JQ. He'll fall down at the 46, and really that ought to do it with 1:13.
Yeah, McKinney North's got 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice.
And your question there would be why?
Yeah, I mean, you can stop it on first and second down. You know, of course, you can run 40 seconds off. If I'm the coach, I'm probably going to call the timeouts, let my team know that, hey, we're not quitting until it's over.
So Collier Sloan out at quarterback, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. That's going to be AP back there. They're going to hand it to him over left side. He'll make one miss. Woo, he'll run over some McKinney North Bulldogs. He'll cross the 45 of McKinney North. They'll mark him at the 44. I like a little AP. How about that?
He's inflicting some pain on them, and I believe they are going to just allow the clock to run. I say 2nd and 1. I believe this one we can officially call it.
I'm going to tell you right now, I think we're going to see some AP in district. He is a load when he gets going.
Well, we used him, I believe it was in New Caney. We brought him in fullback. We had needed to pick up 3 yards for a first down, I believe, on a 3rd down, and utilized him, and he was successful on the carry.
So 2nd down and 1 for Marshall from the McKinney North 44. 41-29 our score. The Mavericks are going to win this one tonight and get in the win column for the first time in 2021. Here's the handoff to AP going over left side. He'll fall forward for a first down. Looks like they're going to give him about 3. Boy, he's running the ball really well.
And then we're not even going to have to snap it again, Chase. Unless they call timeout, that was going to be the last play. We're going to end it on a first down.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Marshall Mavericks are going to win this one, their home opener, 41-29 over McKinney North. A huge win for the Mavericks. We're going to be back in about 4 minutes, so folks stay with us. We're going to have a long commercial break here, but we'll give you all the stats when we return. Your Marshall Mavericks, winners tonight, 41-29. We'll be back right after this.
We made it. To say the last year and a half has been tough on all of us.
welcome back to Maverick Stadium as the Marshall Mavericks claim their first victory for the 2021 season. Chase Palmer and Reggie Cooper here. They're tallying up the stats. We'll have those for you here momentarily, but while they're finishing that up, just give you a few updates from not only around our district, but thought I'd start off with the teams that we've already played this year. We mentioned the Longview Lobos. They lay the wood to Tyler Legacy. They win that contest 46-20. Kind of shows you that Longview was probably made a little better than we thought. And Mavericks playing them last week, just losing 14-0. And New Caney played Porter, defeating them 41-14. So those were the Mavericks' non-district opponents, their scores tonight. And around our district, Nacogdoches looks like they're going to fall to Tyler High. That one's right at the end of the third quarter. Nacogdoches trails 37-12. Hallsville got out to an early lead over number 9 ranked Chapel Hill, but Chapel Hill has roared back with just over 10 minutes to play in that game. They now lead the Bobcats 35-16. Henderson has scored another one late. 4 minutes to play in Henderson. They lead the Jacksonville Indians 21-0. Pine Tree and Kilgore, they're in a dogfight. They're within a score, 2:41 to play. Pine Tree's leading that one 35-27. And looks like the White House Wildcats, they're going to fall apparently to 0-3 as they trail the Corsicana Tigers. 8:22 to play in that game. It's 23-7. And once again, mentioned that Texas High won last night 34-13. As they finish tallying the stats here, just kind of talk about the Mavericks next several weeks, kind of how as they go into district play, and we've kind of talked about who we think are going to be the tougher opponents. We feel like Texas High and Pine Tree are going to be the teams to beat. We start, of course, next week we have the bye week. Hopefully we're going to get some of our players healthy. Tonight we played without Trey Adams and Andrew Paul. Feel hopeful that we'll get those two defensive starters back here in a couple of weeks. But we'll travel to Pine Tree to open district. Going to be one of our tougher games in district play. Then we'll play Jacksonville here at home, and then we'll play Texas High. So we'll get to face those probably the two toughest district opponents in the first 3 weeks of the season. Not to say that you can kind of cruise, but the back half of the season as we play those last 4 district games should be a little softer competition. So if the Mavericks can play like this, like I say, and I feel like get a victory, feel like you'll beat Jacksonville. If you can get a victory between either Pine Tree or Texas High, I think you set yourself up really good for a playoff run.
Well, I'll tell you what, looking at these stats, really a marvelous football game for Michael Olvera. I mean, a marvelous football game. If I'm correct, and I'm still waiting on Reggie, but it looks to me like he's 15 of 19 for 224 yards passing. He had 1 touchdown. He had no interceptions. I mean, just he managed the game well. Everything he did well tonight, and that's a testament to him, the senior. He's kind of hung around, fought through injuries as a junior, injuries as a sophomore. Just so very proud of Michael Olvera. Also, J.Q. Davis. Look at him tonight. I've got him, if I'm right here. I'm going to wait on Reggie. But it looks to me like he had, let's see, he had 9 rushes for 54 yards in the first half, 9 rushes for 43 yards in the second half. JQ finishes with 3 touchdowns on the night. He was sneezing right at 100 yards rushing, and he played really well, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. He was a workhorse. Like I say, of course, he did have that fumble late in the game. It was kind of immaterial. Really the only mistake he made. He had some very nice runs. Like I say, I think I commented in week 1, he kind of looked like Emmitt Smith, but I believe he's more of a Barry Sanders type runner. And yeah, he had a great night. Certainly going to be a huge factor for our offense as the season goes on.
Well, the big story in the second half, McKinney North ends up running 78 plays on the night. And the big story is they had 23 points at halftime, but they only got 6 in the second half. The defense holds them out until very late. They score with about 3 minutes to play. Or not even that. They score with a minute and a half to play, and the Mavericks do a just marvelous job defensively. They made some adjustments evidently at halftime, and those worked.
They did indeed. Actually, I was real concerned those first couple of drives. They were just answering us score for score, and it's like, what has happened to our defense from the first 2 weeks? And I believe, say at halftime, some adjustments were made, and the guys did a really good job playing their position. We saw the ends, the outside linebackers stretching the plays out, turning plays back inside and getting help from the inside.
So let's see here. Reggie says, do you have 99 yards rushing? I've got 97 just for JQ. Okay, yeah, so looks like JQ had 18 carries. I like Reggie's better. We're going to give him 99. So 18 carries, 99 yards rushing for JQ tonight, and 3 touchdowns, 1 fumble. But, boy, didn't he play very, very well as well. The wide receivers tonight had a 100-yard receiver, Chichi, 3 catches for 113, and he had the big 64-yard kickoff return to answer after McKinney North came back and got it knotted up at 14.
Actually, I think 13, 14,
That's right.
13, 14,
That's right.
13, and he made it with the score and the extra point, made it 21-13 at that point.
The wide receivers tonight for Marshall, Ja'Cory Smith 1 for 5. Phillips finishes with 5 catches for 32 yards. Bo Burris 4 catches for 19 yards. Phillips also ran the ball real well tonight. Don't have those numbers for him, but he's going to be a factor when we get into district play. So let's look at the overall numbers here tonight for the Marshall Mavericks. The Mavericks will finish, look at that, Reggie Cooper. The Mavericks will finish with 353 total yards on the night. 130 yards rushing, 223 yards passing on 50 plays. Olvera goes 50. I've got him 15 of 19. Reggie's probably correct, 15 for 22. A really good night for Michael Olvera, 223 yards, just played really, really well. Almost flawless for him. Some of those were drops, or it would have even been bigger than that.
Absolutely.
So looking at McKinney's numbers, second half, look at this, second half. They have 172 total yards in the second half. They had 232 in the first half. Defense, great job there. They'll finish the night 227 rushing, 177 yards through the air, 404 total tonight for McKinney North. Constantino finished 7 of 19 for 177. But the Mavericks get the big win tonight. Our final score, Marshall 41.
29.
McKinney North 20. They have turned it off on me. 41-29. The Mavericks win, get the big win going into district play. Folks, stay with us. We're going to take one more break here on the post-game show. We'll come back and talk about our players of the game. We'll see who Topher, Reggie, and Glenn think the players of the game are. We'll have a last look around the district as we go into the bye week. But the Marshall Mavericks get a big, big win tonight. Your final score, Marshall 41, McKinney North 29. Stay with us. We'll be back right after this.
It's time to have your heating and air conditioning units checked out. Keith Air Conditioning and Heating, where you get Trane equipment, quality, full service, same-day response, free estimates for residential and commercial customers. Trane and Keith Air Conditioning and Heating since 1975. Keith Air Conditioning warranties all work, whether you need to repair or a new Trane system. Call Brian Keith, 903-935-3664. It's hard to stop a train.
It's getting hot in here.
Okay, folks, welcome back here to Marshall's Maverick Stadium, and we have taken a straw poll here in the booth. Again, your Mavericks win tonight, 41-29, and you said, who's your player of the game? Topher Patty didn't blink. He said Buck Buchanan, and it was a doozy of a game for Buck Buchanan. Let's talk about him for just a second. He had a 25-yard interception return that put us in a good position to score, which he did the kick, 35-yard field goal to take us in at halftime, 24-23. He adds another field goal later in the game, a 27-yard field goal. You've got his stats from the first half. He did just about everything. So Topher Patty says it's Buck Buchanan. Glenn Bickerdike, who you got?
Well, let me tell you, I've got 4 guys that I think are nominees, and I'm going to tell you who my player of the game is. Buck Buchanan, certainly a very solid nominee, tremendous night. He is a Division I kicker, did everything you could do. J.Q. Davis, hard night running the football. He is going to be a key to our success on offense. He's going to be my player of the game sometime this season, assuming he stays healthy. A workhorse, fun to watch. I got to recognize Chi Robertson. Had several good catches, had the run back for the touchdown. I think you certainly got to think about him. But my player of the game, not only from what he did on the field, Michael Olvera, not only did he put up some good stats, control the game, but to me, I think he was the difference in our offense. As you say, he came out, he didn't make any mistakes. He did what he had to do, made some great throws, and I think he's really the key to the Mavericks' victory, and I got to give him the game ball, my player of the game.
So I think Alec Reyes is going to agree with you. He also says Michael Olvera, player of the game. Reggie Cooper says, who's your guy, Reggie Cooper? Reggie Cooper says J.Q. Davis. J.Q. comes out tonight. And so Reggie says he got stronger as time went by. We're going to put Reggie on the mic next week, by the way, but he got stronger.
Next week. We'll be off next week.
In 2 weeks. Reggie says, hey, JQ got stronger as the night went on, and he did. And he just sneezed at 100 yards, finishes 18 carries, 99 yards, 3 touchdowns, a breakout night for the junior J.Q. Davis. So I tell you what, just a really phenomenal team effort. And what I think is so awesome about what we saw tonight, this team has continued to get better as the season goes along, especially offensively. You might say, well, the defense was shaky tonight. The defense was playing a huge offensive line, much bigger than us, much bigger than anything we'll play.
Big running backs, too.
That's right. That's right. So the Mavericks, they hold on and they beat McKinney North. And here's the little tidbit of worthless trivia, but McKinney North, the longest or the second longest trip in their school history to play a football game was tonight, traveling out behind the pine curtain. They lose to the Marshall Mavericks. Your final score, 41-29.
We haven't heard your player of the game.
I don't know if I can pick. There's too many to pick. I like all of y'all. So I guess we're going to go with the man that got the most votes. So it'll be Michael Olvera tonight in his really his first start on the varsity level, and he comes out and, boy, does he play well tonight.
He earned his pay tonight. You want to make one more trip around the district before we sign off?
Let's do that.
All right, still late in the third quarter, Tyler High ahead of Nacogdoches 37-12. Jacksonville finally gets a score with 1:14 to play. They're down 21-6 at Henderson. Corsicana still leads with 1:18 to play, 23-7 over White House. Won't hit the finals again that we've already mentioned, but Hallsville does fall to 0-3. They're going to fall to Chapel Hill 35-16, and Pine Tree scored another one late, and they're going to win that game 42-27 over Kilgore.
You know, everybody, it kind of gets under everybody's skin that we lose to the Lobos, and we've had a tough time with them. Played them really close last week. Look at that score from Longview and Tyler Legacy, 46-20. Legacy has not beaten Longview. I think that made it 21 years tonight in a row. So Longview's got something going over there. Tyler Legacy, 6A school. Longview, not a 6A school, but they go take care of business yet again. Well, folks, your final here tonight from Marshall's Maverick Stadium. The Mavs win it 41-29. They'll move to 1-2 on the season. They get a week off next week before we travel over to Pine Tree to take on the Pine Tree Pirates. And I want everybody listening to me and can hear my voice. You better be in the car in 2 weeks. You need to go get you a Butcher Shop burger, and you need to go over and watch the Marshall Mavericks beat Pine Tree and start district play 1-0. So for the team up here, the whole group, Alex Reyes, Topher Patty, Glenn Bickerdike, Reggie Cooper, I'm Chase Palmer. Thanks for listening. How about those Marshall Mavericks? Go Mavs. We'll see you next week.
You've been listening to Marshall Maverick Football on your Sports Beat station, KMHT. Chase Palmer has provided the play-by-play. Glenn Bickerdike has been the color commentator. Topher Patty and Alec Reyes have provided your video. From the entire sports team, I'm Alec Reyes saying so long, everyone, and have a great night.